tusasulwanga atuwe sente zaffe.
Many elderly people can't fend for themselves.
Abafudde bangi
who are now financially hard up.
Limit on a few smart individuals.
He disappeared.
Those involved are unreachable.
Seem quite powerful. No. They seem untouchable.
A network had to crack. These elders worked, but there is no compensation.
It is so unfair.
Nothing is being done.
Long walk for compensation.
We are talking about 29 billion. So we shall meet in court.
This Monday on NBS Investigates. What does it take to win gold? Ours is the result of what we put in. Only the best ingredients and only the freshest water drawn from the source. What then does it take to win 21 gold awards? A special kind of consistency, one we've observed since 1956 to deliver a distinctly Ugandan taste. That is what makes Nile special. A beer truly made of Uganda, unmatched in quality and unmatched in gold. One beer, 21 Mond Selection Quality Awards. The true Ugandan reward from the source. Alcohol isn't for sale to persons under the age of 18. Please drink responsibly. Football is always for the fan. The fan who proudly waves his club's colors. The one who is always looking forward to the next game day. Football is not only a feeling, it's a lifestyle. Catch all the action of the StarTimes Uganda Premier League only on Nbs TV. Let's raise our flag. Brought to you by MTN, the official broadcast sponsor. Everywhere you go, MTN. In association with Pilsner Lager, the official beer. Nbs, making your life's journey better. Plascon, color your world.
Download Glovo and get 40% off burger with chips plus free 250 ml drink from Chili's restaurant. Buli omu alumwa, buli omu alina obwetaavu, naye muffe mulimu abeebuuza ekibuuzo. Watya nga tubuyitamu ffenna? Ekibuuzo ekyo kyamuleetera okukyusiza ddala obulamu bwa mutabani wange, n'atondawo enkola ku mutimbagano bannayuganda kubasondera ssente okubataasa mu mbeera.
Okutuwa emboozi yo tukyalire ku mukutu airtel.co.ug kasaze UG needs more of you. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Weekend yeno ku Sanyuka TV.
The National Basketball League continues on Sanyuka TV. Can the newbies, Victoria University, match the JKL Dolphins?
We are coming. They run for your money. They should better be ready. we'll be more pumped up for this game.
Flavia Okecho leads holders JKL Lady Dolphins against the Magic Stormers.
We want a win. That's the intention.
Don't miss the action this Sunday at 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. live on the home of sport, Nbs TV, and on the Afro mobile app. By Same Positive Energy, available in a 320 ml PET bottle. Rockful, feel the positive energy. Always.
Nyinyi ddala ku NBS olutimbe gagadde ne kakasa nti akadde kano kabeera kamasengejje era mpozi nga bw'eri enkola yaffe tusooka ne tulaba emitwe mikulu egikulembedde ago olunaku olwaleero ate n'oluvannyuma ne tulyoka tusoosotola mu bujju.
Brought to you by
Find the king size moved family shop in all Dukas. Next supermarket close to you. Move it all day confidence.
Mu masengejje olwaleero Uganda eboggoledde abaagala okunyaga ettaka ly'Obwakabaka ekigo.
Tebyaffe ebyo bikyamu era Obwakabaka bubiwakanya.
Musiwa nsaano ku mazzi.
Bano be bantu ab'ekika ekyo abasaba ebyapa mu nnyanja, abasaba ebyapa mu bibira.
Bwakumakya tuli wano tuva eri Obusoga ne tugenda e Kampala ne tugenda ku ofiisi.
Atalina bugumiikiriza n'amaanyi ogira okyatudde eka ennyiriri ez'abaagala paasipooti empya zikoma kuli.
Kati buli Munnayuganda avuddeyo ayagala paasipooti bonna bagweredde wamu.
Ab'ekisolo batenderezza enteekateeka y'emyoga
nga tuseevinga buli wiiki 15
wabula beekokkola enguudo embi n'ebbula ly'akatale k'ebirime byabwe.
Brought to you by
Find the king size moved family shop in all Dukas. Next supermarket close to you. Move it all day confidence.
Weewaawo ndi muzzukulu wa Kisolo Ssembatya Ismail. Amasengejje ag'olunaku olwaleero njagala ngatandike n'Obuganda nga bwe bwerayiridde okufaafagana n'abantu bonna abalabika nti beefunyiridde ku kikwatagana n'okubba ettaka ly'ekigo nti batere bakole ebyabwe. Kiddiridde omugagga era omusuubuzi w'omu Kampala Hamisi Kigundu okubaka ettaka ekkubo lyayiwamu ettaka n'ekigendererwa ekyokulaba nti agunjaawo oba obwenjukuru oba ekkubo eriyinza okumutuusa ate mu kifo ekirala Buganda kyegamba nti kikyamu.
Zigenze okuwera ssaawa 5 ez'enkya ng'abakungu okuva mu Bwakabaka bwa Buganda abakulembeddwa Ssaabawolereza w'Obwakabaka Christopher Bwanika ne Minisita w'Ebyettaka Mariam Mayanja Nkalubo nga baatuuse dda mu kitundu kino omusuubuzi Hamis Kigundu we yayiwa ettaka okuyisaawo ekkubo. Ssaabawolereza wa Buganda Christopher Bwanika agamba nti okusinziira ku bye bazudde omugagga Hamis Kigundu yakozesa olukujjukujju mu bakwatibwako okukolera emirimu mu kitundu ekitali kikye.
Lino lyemulaba ligwa mu mayiro 305 gavumenti lyeyaddiza Obwakabaka era ekyapa ekyo ne mukutu guno gwe mulaba gwe tuva okulambula gugwira ddala mu kyapa ekyo. Ono si public land.
Obuganda bukinoganyizza nga bwe bwalekawo ekitundu kino okuzimbamu omuwaatwa omuyita amazzi.
Project ya Serena Golf Hotel ne project ya Mirembe yalekawo omukutu guno okusobola okutwala amazzi n'ensonga z'obutonde okugatwala eri mu butobazi kuba bwe watabawo omukutu ogwo amazzi gano ganjala ne gonona projects zino zonna. Era waliwo omusango gwabwa mu kooti wakati wa Serena Golf Kigo abapal bawabira UNRA era ekiragiro kya kooti ne kifuluma waliwo judgment ekuuma omukutu guno okusigalawo. N'olwekyo bano bakyala kimpadde abazze ne bagezaako okuzimba ekiro n'okuziba omukutu guno kyebasoose okukola kikyamu kimenya n'ekiragiro kya kooti ekiriwo ekikuuma omukutu guno.
Ekiwandiiko kye tulabyeko ekyawandiikiddwa mukwataddamula Charles Peter Mayiga kiraze nti ebiwandiiko bingi ebyajingirirwa ku nsonga ezeekuusa ku kitundu kino.
Era twawandiikidde Inspector General Police asobole okunnyonnyola ngeri ki police ate gye yasobodde okuwagira n'okukuuma abo abamenya amateeka.
Kinajjukirwa nti ekitongole ky'ebyenguudo ekya UNRA kyayimiriza era ne kisazaamu endagaano gye kyali kyawa Kigundu mu Bunnambiro mu bbaluwa gye kyawandiikidde kampuni ye wadde nga wabaddewo ebiyitiŋŋana nga bwe waliwo enteeseganya wakati w'enjuyi zombi Obuganda bubisambaze.
Ne bannaffe bano mu kifo ky'okujja okwogera n'okukwatagana n'Obwakabaka basazeewo okukola kiro kola bya kifuba kozesa lyanyi eno nga bwe bagambye ensi nti twogera ate nga ku ground bakozesa lyanyi. N'olwekyo enteeseganya ng'eno ate bw'osonzeemu omulala emundu simanyi ziba nteeseganya za kikaaki.
Mu kulambula ettaka lino waliwo ababadde bazze okulumika ebibadde bigenda mu maaso era bano babatutte kiyumba anaagwa.
Amu yaligula kati Buganda eteekawo embeera. Amanya gange si nsonga nkulu eri awo kubanga nina mukama wange.
Ng'ennaku z'omwezi 11 omwezi guno ogwokusatu 2022 Obuganda bwamanyisibwa ku byali bitandise okukolebwa Hamis Kigundu ne Edward Nakibinge nga bayita mu kampuni eya Chiham Enterprises ku ttaka lino era ng'ennaku z'omwezi 12 omwezi guno gwennyini ne bakkiriziganya okuyimiriza byonna ebyali bikolebwa ekitaateekebwa mu nkola. Kaweefube waffe ow'okufuna Ham Kigundu okubaako kyayogera n'olwaleero agudde butaka. Ekitundu kino kyolaba ekifuuse kagumba weegoge wakati wa Buganda n'omusuubuzi omututumufu Hamis Kigundu kiri wakati wa Serena Kigo nga kwotadde ne Mirembe Villas. Kirina obuwanvu bwa mita 405 okuva ku kkubo so nga ate kirina obugazi bwa mita ezikunukkiriza mu 3. Buganda egamba wadde oluggi lwayo luggule okwogera na buli avunaanyizibwa egenda kulaba ng'egoberera amateeka okulaba ng'obwenkanya bufunibwa. Samali Kisaache, NBS Amasengejje.
Ate abalabira ewala balabudde ku kabi akali mu batali bannansi okufuna ebiwandiiko by'eggwanga ligamba nga endagamuntu nga bagamba nti ebintu nga bino biyinza n'okuteeka ebyokwerinda by'eggwanga mu katyabaga. Bano era bategeezezza nti mu mbeera bweti kyoleka nti waliwo obunafu mu woofiisi za gavumenti.
Tuze tufuna abantu type eno tuze nga tubafuna naye nga ndowooza temubadde n'omukufa kubalaba.
Ebigambo bwe bityo bye byoleka nti abatali bannansi okufuna ebiwandiiko by'eggwanga bazze bakwatibwa ng'obaolyawo omuze gw'amaanyi nnyo. Kati okusinziira ku munnabyabufuzi era omubaka wa munisipaali y'Ekira Ibrahim Ssemujjunganda agamba nti ebintu nga bino byanisa emiwaatwa egiri mu byokwerinda by'eggwanga.
Kiba kitegeeza nti ebyokwerinda bya Uganda biri breached, tebabitutte bulungi kubanga abantu abo totunulira mu Zimbabwe kujja buzi mu Uganda naye asobola okugenda ne mu nsi endala n'abayo ebikolobero byakola. Bannayuganda abagenda okutandika okuyita mu nsi ezo ekiseera kyatuuka nga Bannayuganda abatambula mu nsi endala buli we bayita pasipoti ya Uganda bamala kuzza bbali. Nze natambulako emirundi mingi naye nga baba batuuka pasipoti za Uganda zifuza kumala kuzza mu kasenge bamala okugyekanya bagisikambuleko balabe.
Ssemujju wabula ategeezezza nti omululu gw'ensimbi oguli mu bitongole bya gavumenti guyinza okubanga gwe guvuddeko obuzibu nga bakola mu woofiisi nga zino balina okukyewala.
Abantu abali mu bitongole bya gavumenti bayitirizza omululu. Ojja kusanga kati n'oli oba awadde mu Zimbabwe passport ng'agimuwa amanyi nti gwagiwasi mu Uganda naye n'agimuguza ssente. Tulina kunoonya bunoonya abantu balina integrity, abantu abatali ba mululu okukola mu bitongole bya gavumenti. Otherwise ne bonaakyusa amateeka tegasobola kukwata ababbi.
Omuze gw'abatali bannansi okwagala okufuna ebiwandiiko by'eggwanga lya Uganda n'abakulembeze ku muteerero gwa wansi bagumanyi bulungi nnyo. Kakooza James, ssentebe w'Kamwokya mu Church Zone, agamba nti akadde kano afuna abagwira abaagala okufuna ebiwandiiko nga bangi ddala.
Kati toyinza kujja ng'onnimbalimba nga mmanyi ekyokubuuza era ekyokukola amba nkikola ki mankimanyi. Bangi abajja, tulinamu Abannalwanda, tulinamu Abasudani, tulinamu Abazayire, najja ng'ayagala national ID.
Wabula Kakooza ayogedde kati ng'omusezi agula essowaani nti banne bangi bakulembeza nsimbi okugaba ebbaluwa z'oku kyalo, ekikolwa ekibi ennyo.
Ensobi eva ku bakulembeze abagaba amabaluwa. Tulinamu abakulembeze nga yoli bwajja ne ssente tayagala kumanya. Kanti ozze oyagala ki? Tinjagala bbaluwa. Etaano weegiri ng'akwata etaano nga muwandiikira.
Okufuna ebiwandiiko by'eggwanga omuntu ateeka kubeera nga munnansi mu buzaale mu kuwangaalira kuno emyaka egisoba mu 15 oba okufumbirwa omunnansi. Julius Buchana, NBS Amasengeje.
Ate babatuze abasoba mu lusanvu nga bano bawangalira ku byalo okuli Kikutuzi ne Kikasa ebisangibwa mu Town Council ey'Ezulwebwe eri mu district y'e Luweero nabo basula bakukunadde nga lumonde mu Kikata. Entabwe neeva ku bbula ly'amazzi erimamidde ekitundu kyabwe ekivuddeko n'abayizi abamu okwesonyiwa ebyokusoma kubanga akadde konna babeera mu kuyigga mazzi so nga ne kwoza obwoza engoye nagwo gufuukidde ddala kifuuse kizibu nnyo eri abantu abatali bamu.
Abatuuze ku kyalo Kikutuzi wamu ne bannaabwe ab'Ekikasa ebisangibwa mu Town Council y'Ezulwebwe ebyokukola ensangi zino baabivaako anti basiiba mu lutalo lwa kutiininga ngendo nga bayiga amazzi era kumpi olunaku lwonna lutuuka okuziba ng'ekkubo liyisa abaabidomola abakulu wamu n'abato abagenda wamu n'abavaayo okunoonya amazzi. Abatuuze bano bategeezezza nga amazzi bwe bagajja ku byalo 3 okuva ku kyabwe kye babeerako era nga mu biseera by'oluwummula baviirayo ddala kiro so nga n'agambibadde okumpiko makyafu nnyo.
Bw'oba tolina ssente gwe kennyini oba olina okulinnya mu ddene n'ogenda n'oleeta ki amazzi ate ekirala bo wali keje
gabbula kubanga tugakima mu bitundu biwanvu ate nga n'agamu tugakima mu bifo bikyafu.
Bano bategeezezza nga bwe bagudde ku bizibu ebitali bimu olw'okuyiga amazzi nga waliwo n'ababojjeddwa emisota mu ttale so nga waliwo n'abeesonyiwa edda eby'obulunzi.
Amazzi gansindikagano bbowa eri mu nnoba ate abaana baffe bayita mu bukubo obufunda.
Tulemesebwa okulunda kubanga ekidomola ky'amazzi bakiseera nnyo nusu 10 kati ebisoro tebifuna bulungi mazzi.
Namukadde Hawa Namatovu gwe tusanze ava okunoonya amazzi ne bazzukulu be atulombojjedde ennaku gy'ayitamu wakati mu kunoonya amazzi nga waliwo ne lwakozesa agava mu bidiba asobole okufumbira abazzukulu.
Nina kumala kunoonya akagaali okugenda gano aliza tukimeeyo mu bidiba baatutaayiza dda.
Ssentebe wa Kikutuzi Anet Nabayego ategeezezza nti abantu b'ekitundu kye bali bubi ddala olw'amazzi okubeera ewala wamu n'okugagabana n'ebisolo era nga kino kiremesezza n'abazadde okusindika abaana okugenda ku masomero olw'obutaba n'amazzi ga kwoza ngoye zisoma.
Bali wala ate nga amazzi mabi, amazzi ga luzzi, banywa n'ebisolo, embizzi zinaabamu nabo nga we banywa. Kizibu ky'amaanyi.
Meya wa Zirowe Town Council Pasco Imarach asabye gavumenti ekomye okwogera obwogezi wabula ekole ku bizibu ebirimu abantu ba wansi kubanga bamaze emyaka 5 nga bakaabira amazzi naye nga tebagafunanga.
Kati myaka 5 tusaba amazzi gajje ku kyalo kino naye galeeta ate bitalo n'ate ekinsobera nti amazzi gano bagamala okujja ate national tizana okusoboza ssente empya n'enkadde. Kati bizinesi bwebanga bizinesi yammwe lwaki temuteekamu ssente mutwale bizinesi eri abantu ng'oli bw'anaakola edduuka n'atwala ku kyalo eri gavumenti muleze kantu ako.
Kaweefube waffe okwogerako ne Joseph Kanyika akulira ensonga z'amazzi mu disitulikiti y'e Luweera agudde butaka oluvannyuma lw'amasimu ge agamanyiddwa obutabaako. Zahara Namuli, Lwanga Musa, NBS Amasengeje.
Bannakisolo batendereza gavumenti eramula kuno olw'enteekateeka yayo ey'emyoga nga bagamba nti ebayambye nnyo okusindiikiriza olukokobe lw'obwavu. Wabula be bamu era bagamba nti wadde nga ssente ze baafuna zibayambye okulima era balina amakungula mangi, amakubo amabi gabafuukidde amakubo ate nga n'ekizibu ky'obutale nakyo kyamaanyi nnyo nga bye bimu ku ebyo ebibakosezza. Bino babifuuye minisita Aruna Kasolo bw'abadde ali ku nteekateeka ey'okulambula enteekateeka z'emyoga nga bwe ziri mu ggwanga.
Kisoro District esangibwa mu bugwanjuba bwa Uganda mu bendobendo lya Kigezi ng'eriraanye eggwanga lya Rwanda wamu n'erya Democratic Republic ya Congo era ng'eyimiriddewo ku bya bulunzi n'obulimi. District eno wadde nga y'emu kuzivaamu ensimbi eziva mu by'obulambuzi ate enguudo zaayo baabuwe zikaabya anti empompogoma z'ebinnya n'ensozi eziri okumpi n'enguudo zino byonna bikaluubiriza abali eno obulamu. Bannakisolo be bamu ku bafunye ennyo mu nteekateeka y'emyoga era abasinga bagamba nti bwe kuba kulima balimidde ddala era enteekateeka eno ebayambye nnyo okukyusa obulamu bwabwe.
Okuba nga tusevinga buli wiiki 15 buli memba yena. Kataawo kye twakoze twagambye tukyali bangi era esente zikyali sente ntono katusooke tugure epikipiki 5 tuziwe bamu abatavuga epiki zaabwe ababeera nga bapangisiza buli wiiki
nga tusuubira buli constituency okubanga yafuna milioni 5.6 bwe buwumbi 2 mu milioni 8.
Wabula bannakisolo nga bakulembeddwamu omubaka omukyalo wa disitulikiti Sarah Mateke bategeezezza nti wadde enteekateeka y'emyoga ebayambye nnyo okutumbula ebyenfuna byabwe wabula enguudo embi n'ebbula ly'obutale bikyabakosa nnyo.
And this is a road that has been talked about since 9th Parliament.
Minisita Kasolo mu kwogerako gye bali ategeezezza nga bwe bagenda okukola kyonna ekisoboka okulaba ng'oluguudo lw'ekitundu kyabwe lukolebwa kyokka n'abakalaatira okwongera amaanyi mu kukola.
Nange nda kubeera nga member wa Parliament w'eno. We must work on this road. There are so many investors abali mu kujja eno okuteeka serious investments, hotel industry, in our tourists, but we $1. I'm told that when one you hotel, a room, basasula $1,000.
Minisita era akakasizza nga gavumenti bwegenda okukyusa mu ngeri gye bagabamu ensimbi z'okwejja mu bwavu nga kati bagenda kubakana ne kaweefube w'okuwandiika abantu bonna olw'ensimbi zibatuukeko ng'abantu awatali kuyita mu misoso mingi. Jamila Mulindwa Nwaha, Fahad Masereka, NBS Amasengeje.
Kakati abakulu abavunaanyizibwa ku nsonga y'abayingira n'abafuluma eggwanga basambaza ebigambibwa nti obuuma obufulumya paasipoota bwafa dda y'ensonga lwaki ennyiriri zisusse wali mu kifo gye bafunira paasipoota. Bano era bategeezezza nti ekikulu ekiriwo kyekyokuba nti ennaku ezaateekebwawo oba nsalesale ewabwa bannayuganda okuba nga bafuna paasipooti empya asemberedde ate nga bangi baali beesuulirayo gwa naggamba balabye obudde bubayitako ne balyoka badda mu kupapiriza.
Bw'otuuka ku kitebe ky'ekitongole ekivunaanyizibwa ku kuyingiza
n'okufulumya abantu munda n'ebweru w'eggwanga ssaako n'okugaba obutabo bwa paasipooti ky'okubaka amaaso be bantu abayimiridde mu nnyiriri empanvu nga bakutte ebbaasa. Bano batubuulidde nti okuva ku makya bayimiridde mu nnyiriri nga baagala okufuna paasipooti naye tebannafuna olw'omujjuzo omungi.
Kuva ku makya tuli wano tuva eri obusoga ne tugenda e Kampala ne tugenda ku ofiisi.
Bino we bijjidde nga waliwo ebibungeesebwa nti ebyuma ebifulumya obutabo bwa paasipooti byafunye obuzibu nga tebikola, naye omwogezi wa minisitule y'ensonga z'omunda mu ggwanga Simon Munde agamba nti si bwe guli.
Tewali kyuma kyali kifuddeko wano n'olunaku n'olumu bikola bulungi. Bwe bikola bulungi ne tugaba paasipooti nyingi. Kati bwe tugaba paasipooti nyingi n'olaba omujjuzo.
Munde yagamba nti balina ebikola ebimala nga mu lunaku lumu bafulumya paasipooti eziwera 2,000.
Tulina stations ez'okuwandiisiramu abantu ziri 27. Kati buli station ekola ku bantu wakati wa 50 ku 60. Kati bw'otuula n'obalabalamu awo olunaku tuba tukola paasipooti zikunuukiriza mu 2,000.
Omujjuzo Munde yagamba guvudde ku kubanga abantu baagala olunaku lwa nsalessale eyateekebwawo ng'ennaku z'omwezi 4 omwezi ogwokuna 2022 okuggalawo paasipooti enkadde agende okutuuka nga bamaliriza okufuna paasipooti empya.
Wabulayo ndowooza wiiki oba 3 oba 4 paasipooti zino zigweku. Kati buli Munnayuganda avuddeyo ayagala paasipooti, bonna bagweredde wano.
Munde atangazizza ku nsonga y'ababulooka abagufudde omugano okubba bannayuganda nga beefuula abayambako okufuna paasipooti ate nga tebalina kye bakola.
Tuwulira mu kibuga eyo n'ebitundu ebirala waliwo abatuula eyo ababuzaabuza abantu tetuwalinako kontrol, naye wano ewaffe tetulinawo bulooka yena.
Ono agamba nti mu biseera by'emabega abantu akakadde kamu kokka ke kaali kafuna paasipooti, naye mu biseera bino abantu bangi kati bafuna paasipooti nga muno mwe muli abaagala okugenda ebweru okusoma, okukola, ko n'abo abaagala okulya ku ssente. Naye abali mu kutereeza empeereza ate bali mu nteekateeka ey'okuggulawo ofiisi endala omuli ejjinja, Arua ate n'ebweru w'eggwanga. Shamim Nabakoza, Esther Namutamba, NBS Amasengejje.
Kakati gwe bw'oba weekubagiza ng'oli muvubuka era ng'ogamba nti waliwo emirimu egimu gy'otasobola kukola olwa ekitiibwa ky'olina oba n'emyaka gy'olimu, sisinkana Nandago Evelyn ono wa myaka 23 ye ebyokusekererwa yasalawo okubisibwa ku nkondo n'akakasa nti atuukiriza ekiruubirirwa kye. Ono muyizi ate ku ssomero lyerimu wasomera ate wakolera n'obwasikaali. Agamba bamusekerera atunuulira kuba ye alina ekiruubirirwa ekyokulaba nga ekyokutuukiriza ensonga lwaki tabafaako.
Ono ye mwana muwala Nandago Evelyn eyasalawo okukola obutaweera okulaba ng'atuukiriza ekirooto kye eky'okufuuka omukugu ennyo mu kwokya ebyuma. Nandago emisomo gy'agikakkalabiza ku ttendekero lya Lugogo Vocational Institute kyokka ate oluva mu kibiina ku ssaawa nga 7 olwo n'abakana n'omulimu omulala ogw'okukuuma ku ttendekero lino ng'asikaali. Ku ssaawa nga 2 ez'okumakya tusanze Nandago yeetegeka okugenda ku ssomero era tumugoberedde okutuuka ku ttendekero ng'eno gy'atulagidde ebimu ku ebyo by'akola mu kadde kano we kituuka ku ky'okwokya ebyuma. Nga zikunukkiriza okuwera ssaawa nga 8 ez'emisana, Nandago amaliriza emisomo gye gy'olunaku era oluvudde wano ate n'ayolekera gy'akyusiza engoye okussaamu ez'obukuumi era akakasizza nti talina kye yejjusa kuba omulimu guno gw'akola gwe gwamuweesa ne sikaala.
Kubanga ffe tubeera wano ku gate kale buli mawulire agava eri mu ofiisi bagatugamba kuba ebya KCB babiisa buli wamu ku mawulire ku TV stations ez'enjawulo ne babiisa abamu ku WhatsApp naye nze actually nabitegeerera wano kuba administration yali aware of that nenkifuna nempikinga interest nange nenkola ki nempaayo application yange.
Mu kubasomesa ba Nandago ategeezezza nti bwe kituuka ku ky'okusoma Nandago tasaaga kuba buli kyakola akikola n'omutima gumu.
Bino ebyaffe ebintu eby'emikono
kasita obeera ne interest ne attitude eyo, kasita obeera nga oyagala, bw'oba nga oyagala ekintu ekikola okujjako nga tokyagala, bw'oba nga tokyagala tosobola obeera ne effect eyo, naye talina effect yonna gyafuna.
Nandaggo ono nga mulekwa atubuulidde nti ensimbi zaafuna mu bwasikaali zimuyambako okulabirira maama we ne muganda we omulala omuto ali mu kibiina ekyokuna, nga bano bonna babeera mukono.
The little money I get from here as an askari, it helps me to serve the family.
Sente zenzija mu mulimu guno nzikozesa okuyambako famire yange nange okwetuusaako bye njagala.
I can buy.
Newankubadde Nandaggo omulimu guno agwenyumirizaamu, agamba nti agufunyemu ebisoomooza bingi okuli abayizi okumuboola, wabula byonna tebimujja ku mulamwa.
Bannange abamu bembera nabo kwegamba balabira ddala nga ndi wansi nnyo okubeera ku luggi, mbeera omuwala nganze mbeera ntya ku geeti nga nzigulawo biki, kwegamba ate abawala abalala bakitwala nti bo tebaagala kukola.
Abawala bangi abali mu myaka ng'egya Nandaggo bw'oyinza okubuuza oba basobola okukola obwasikaali, batono nnyo abayinza okukola Nandaggo kyakola, waakiri okulera engalo n'okusabiriza, naye nga tebabikoze ekintu eky'obulabe ennyo. Julius Buchana, Nantege Angela, NBS Amasengejje.
Webale nnyo Julius Buchana ne Nantege Angela. Abaganda bagamba nti omweyogereze atakusuuza nga kayanziko, oli ne bw'ayogera atya ng'oliko ky'oluubirira gwe muleka ayogere. Abo batera okwogerera bwe batyo, ate mwana wattu enkya be bajja okukusanga ng'ofuuse omuntu omulala ennyo, ate nga be basabiriza gwe gwe baasekereranga. Kale Nandaggo toggwamu maanyi, ate remerako ojja kutuuka ku ekyo ky'oyagala. Nkomawo n'ekitundu ekyokubiri okumireko NBS.
Mu malala ge tuleeta nga gakutuusibwako.
Are you having headache, sore throat, muscle pain, toothache or fever? Then use Curamo Plus. It's available in all drug shops countrywide.
Mu malala ge tuleeta, ababundabunda abaali badduka mu nfe ez'enjawulo mu kukongolwa abayeekera ba ADF batandise okudda ewaabwe.
Boga, Chabi, Kainama.
Mu malala ge tuleeta nga gakutuusibwako.
Are you having headache, sore throat, muscle pain, toothache or fever? Then use Curamo Plus. It's available in all drug shops countrywide.
Pay for your dream phone, Mpola. Get your dream phone today for as low as 1,400 Uganda shillings with free data for a year and pay slowly. All phones come with daily 50 MBs for 12 months. Repayment period is 1 year. Available at MTN service centers and M-Kopa shops.
With our NCBA car loan, you can also get insurance for your car for up to 1 year, and all this within a 48-hour time frame.
Hey, Daddy, we will do 12 visits to Grandma, 8 road trips with Mommy, 52 trips to see my cousins.
We know that it's not about the car, but the journeys. Get your NCBA Asset Finance Loan approved in just 48 hours, as well as your car insurance. The name is NCBA, and the numbers that matter to you matter to us. NCBA Bank. Go for it.
Weyonge
ku mukozi gwa Airtel ne My Airtel 4G smartphone onyumiro data abalirirwamu siringi za Uganda emitwalo 8,650 ku bwerere okumala omwaka mulamba. Ofuna GB 2 ku mwezi ogusooka ne GB emu buli mwezi okumala emyezi 11 egiddirira ku siringi emitwalo 25 zokka nga kuliko ne data w'obwerere abalirirwamu siringi emitwalo 8,650. Kino nno kitegeeza nti esimu yaffe eya 4G obeera ogifunidde ku mitwalo 16,35 zokka. Airtel, the smartphone network.
What does it take to win gold? Ours is the result of what we put in. Only the best ingredients and only the freshest water drawn from the source. What then does it take to win 21 gold awards? A special kind of consistency, one we've observed since 1956 to deliver a distinctly Ugandan taste. That is what makes Nile special. A beer truly made of Uganda, unmatched in quality and unmatched in gold. One beer, 21 Mond Selection Quality Awards. The true Ugandan reward from the source. Alcohol isn't for sale to persons under the age of 18. Please drink responsibly.
Your favorite margarine brand has two variants, Blue Band Original and Blue Band Spread. Here's how to use them best. The Blue Band Original tub has a deep blue lid and the Blue Band Spread tub has a light blue lid. Blue Band Original is a higher fat multi-purpose formulation that can be used in diverse cooking applications, including spreading, cooking, baking, basting, frying, or topping for extra flavor and nutrition. It is fortified with 6 Good Start vitamins, as well as omega-3 and 6. The Blue Band Spread, on the other hand, is only for spreading and not recommended for cooking due to lower fat and higher water content. It is also made with high-quality vegetable oils and is fortified with 6 essential Good Start vitamins. All Blue Band products are manufactured under high-quality standards and approved by the Kenya Bureau of Standards. For more information and inquiries, connect with us via our social media platforms or contact us on our consumer care line.
You know why Fanta goes really great with snacks? Because just like Fanta, snacking is colorful. Snacking isn't formal, which means no knives and forks. You don't even need to book a table for snacking. In fact, you don't need a table at all. Snacking is comfy and playful. Snacking is a tasty treat. That's why snacking is colorful. Snack with Fanta.
This will take a lot of time. Mom, how did you finish so fast?
It's because Omo removes tough stains faster.
When your children get stains fast, you need a detergent that takes them out faster. Omo removes tough stains faster.
Paniriza nyonyi ddala mu kitundu ekyokubiri ekyamasengejje era buterevu njagala tutandike bwe tuti. Kakati bannansi ba Congo abaali badduka mu bifo byabwe eb'enjawulo abamu ku bo ne bagenda ne mu nkambi y'abamundamunda ey'Ekyabi batandise okumyumyula engugu nga bazizza ku bwabwobwe oluvannyuma lw'eggye lya UPDF nga bali wamu n'eggye erya Democratic Republic eya Congo okufutiza abakambo ba ADF ne babafuumula mu nfo zino olw'abantu ne baddamu okukakkalabya egyabwe era nga n'abamu omusasi waffe abasanze mu nnimiro nga batandise dde okusamba ennanda.
Gano ge mayumba mu bubuga okuli Kainama, Boga 1 ne 2, bannansi b'e Congo ge baddukamu oluvannyuma lw'okulumbibwa abayeekera ba ADF nga n'abamu baasalawo okwesooga Uganda so abandi baayingira nkambi y'ababundabunda Ekyabi mu DRC.
Bakongo bakiyita Triangle of Death, mu Luganda tugambe ekifo kya Katiro.
Nga bamaze okudduka mu bifo bino, abayeekera ba ADF baasalawo okugumba mu bifo bino olwo ne babifuula akattiro nga mpaawo asaalimbirayo okuggyako ng'amaze okulaama.
For decades the enemy has been occupying camps in the triangle we have already discussed, called Triangle de la Mort in French. Here it is called Triangle de la Mort, but in English we call it triangle, the Triangle of Death.
Wabula omwezi oguwedde eggye lya UPDF nga liyambibwako linnaali erya Congo baakola olulumba olw'amaanyi ku bifo bino ne bafuutiza abakambwe ba ADF era okukakkana nga babafuumudde mu nfo zino.
Okuva Haibale, Boga, Chabi, Kainama, Eringeti, Mbau, Ode River Semuliki Bridge.
Bannansi ba Congo olwawulidde nti UPDF n'eggye lya Congo babadde beddizza enfo zino nabo ne batandika okuva mu nkambi z'ababundabunda okudda mu maka gaabwe gye baali badduse era abamu bazzeemu okukakkalabya gyabwe era bagumu nti abayeekera si baakuddamu kubalumba.
Abarebu bakaba mbatutayirira buli kero mbatusara mbayukya amanju gaitu na bintu bindijo bantu baitu mbabahemba mbabatwara mu kisaka mu kibera.
UPDF egamba nti yakufuba okulaba nga n'ebifo ebirala abayeekera gye babadde beegiriisiza nayo babalumbayo basobole okutebenkeza ekitundu kyonna.
Our aim is not just to push them. Our aim is to kill them. Our aim is to destroy their camps. Our aim is to kill them.
Kino kye kimu ku bifo abayeekera ba ADF bye babadde basinga okwegirisizamu wakati w'akabuga Brass n'akabuga Boga mu ggwanga lya Democratic Republic of Congo. Naye kati we twogerera ekifo kino amagye ga UPDF awamu n'aga Congo gamaze dda okukyefuga. Julius Nabimanya, NBS Amasengejje.
Wabale nnyo Julius Nabimanya. Kakati emyezi giri 6 bukyawo omubaka wa Kawempe North Muhammad Segirinya abe ali mu nkomyo ebbanga lyakamala mu nkomyo bingi byayogera nga tannabagenda mu nkomyo ekyamutwaza mu nkomyo abyekuusa ku butemu obwakolebwa ku bantu abe Masaka. Twamutuuzaako jjoli abalamu wano ku katebe naye ojjukira ebimu ku ebyo byayogera.
Okumala ebbanga nga buli munnabyabufuzi ow'amaanyi ku ludda oluvuganya gavumenti bw'aba ayogera nga siwala naddala kumpi n'ekibegabega kye mu mugongo w'olaba omusajja abangi gwe balowooza nti oba mperekezera munnabyabufuzi ab'amaanyi. Omusajja oyo oluvannyuma yeekazaako eddoboozi ly'ekyebando nga ye Muhammad Segirinya gwe tuleese ku katebe ku mulundi guno. Sebo mwami Segirinya tukwaniriza
nange nsanyuse nnyo okuba ku NBS Amasengejje ku katebe.
Abalonzi batubuuza nti omusajja gwe twawa akalulu aliwa ayogere kati batugamba nti oli mawanga ga Bulaaya eyo talaaga.
Ekisookera ddala muganda wange Honest Wisdom Kiyonga abantu balina okumanya functions za road councillor ziri ki. Bali nagenda mu nsi eya America nga nagenda nyinze ku attendinga conference eya human rights conference bwe yaggwa munya nti Segirinya conference ewedde nzirireyo nga eno gye mbadde sina kye neetisse. Segirinya nentandika okukwatagana n'abakulembeze abakulembera mu Amerika eyo abamu abali ku mutendera nga gwendiko ogw'obwa kansala nengenda nga mba miitinga ne magambo nange mu Uganda gye nkiikirira tulina obuzibu bungi nnyo mu bimu ebitunyiga. Tulina ekizibu kya ambulance mugana nga ne Wisdom Kiyonga n'engirobinga.
Onaabasigwe kansala asoose ona kansala gwomanyiyo nga ndaba ababaka aba parliament
babaka ba parliament
oba naawe olina kyobaza ekyobubaka
ekyobubaka nkyagala nesigireeserwa abubaka ngireeserwa buweereza bw'abantu because olunaku olumu waliwo incidence eyagwawo awo entinda ti accident yajja n'egwawo nendabanga police patrol ko bateeka abantu abalamu abafunye obukosefu ate ko bateeka n'abafudde bonna nga babagasse. Ennaku n'enkwata nenga nti Segirinya ati sinange mu kisanja kyange bali baako kye bambalako
naye mukulembeko ko totuswaze baliri America bwagamba nti ono mukulembeze mu Uganda naye azze kulomba
ne gavumenti eno okuyimirirawo eyimiriddewo ku buyambi bw'abazungu. Gavumenti namba ng'ovudde ku individual nga Segirinya ne gavumenti yennyini eyimiriddewo ku buyambi bw'abazungu.
Aweekyebando kati atandise okwesunga agamba nti banaddamu okulwala
era ab'ekawempe kyemba mukola kyokka abakyala b'ekawempe mumufune embuto nga ambulensi ya Segirinya batwala mu malwaliro okuzaala mukyemba munkolera kyokka ab'ekawempe mumuzaale eggwanga likula bantu funa olubuto ambulensi ya Segirinya funa olubuto kyokka kyembasaba kyokka.
Oba oli eyo gy'otambulidde mu mawanga ag'enjawulo nga batugamba nti Segirinya omukwano gumuleebuukanya omukyala Juliet Nalumansi oba yeyita Golix Katsi omwomanya amanya gammwago ag'ensangi zino ge mwetuuma nga muleebuukana mwasooka ne mukwatagana bulungi oba oli awo ne mutta ekyama ate gye biggweredde nti Segirinya obuvunaanyizibwa busuddewo Segirinnya olugendo lwafunamu ambulance n'olufunamu n'omukyala nabagomusulawo
kakati omukyala oyo tali mu America omukyala oyo ali Sweden nali ngenze mu conference e Sweden nga bwe mbadde ntambula mu Amsterdam wa nensanga bannayuganda e Sweden engeri mukulu Kiyonga gye mundaga ennyo ku TV abantu nga baagala okundabako physically nti yono Segirinya tuwulira honesty nga amwogerako Wisdom Kiyonga yono kakati nga abantu baagala okundaba mu baali baagala okundabako ennyo ne Gulix mwe yakola ki mwe yajjira era Gulix najja ne n'abalala bane selfie ne zikaabaawo ne tufuna zi selfie nefuuka selfie kati neewuunya abalala bonna be nafuna nabo selfie tebannemerako nnyo naye ate omukyalo ono mu selfie yagamba nti tetwakoma ku selfie waliwo ekirala ekyeyongerako ovuiki tekyaliwo
ekifaananyi nekimyansa n'afuna eryamugema nga bwe yagamba
ati alimba talina ate selfie bwe banga ereeta eryamugema kituufu awo mba nazza omusango n'olwekyo omukyalo oyo aleka yanneegomba bwegombi yanneegwanyiza omanyi tekiwoomera matama abiri
ekyokumyuka omuloodi kyakusuba kati oluubirira ki mu byobufuzi
kati mu budde buno njagala kifo ky'ababaka bwa paaliyamenti eyakawempe eyamambuka kisookera ddala kawempe north ekisookera ddala mugana wange Kiyonga paaliyamenti mweŋŋenda ne bino ebya kesi bye tulimu enjawulo tewali enjawulo tewali
abalonzi ba kawempe north bayitamu
byala bendimu
bakwesiga
banneesiga because sibalyangamu lukwe kyekisookera ddala ekyokusatu kyebannonderako kyenkyaliko sikyusanga lulimi bantu abasingayo bagwa mu kifo banange nagwa mu kifo muganda wange nali bubi honest omanyize nzikiriza nali bubi bantu bampa ekifo bantu abasingayo bagwa mu kifo nga kyenagwamu bafuna excitement nakola ebitajja abamu abafunye ne bargaining power emutwala mu NRM abasinga so omulama gwe bannonderako Segirinya gwe nkyaliko kyovola abalonzi b'e Kawempe North banneesiga ekisooka sitya mu batiitiizi siriimu era nze ne bwe mbanga ndi mu motoka yange nga ntambula nendaba ewali poliisi ate wempakinga wendaba abantu we bakuŋŋanye nga tewali poliisi saagala yimirira mumanya tewaliwo kiriwo ŋŋamba lwaki poliisi eryawo era nga omwana linnya mwawo nembabuuza nti kiki baŋŋamba bugambi nti nedda twali tunyumyambunyumyawo olondyoka neeyongerayo n'olwekyo ndi musajja atali mutiitiizi abambawulira nakadde ka ambulensi nadduuka nalowooza paatulo kati ate Segirinya siri bwe ntyo engo bwegwa mu bumyu busattira Segirinya ndingo engo bwebeera mu bumyu busatira ndingo gye neddira ate eranjiri
abantu abamu bakulabanga kazanyirizi ne batugamba nti oyo yali wakatemba yali balitalina mu byabufuzi ebyo tabisobola naye empozi zanneezuula bwezuuzi nawe bweweraba
wali olabye ddi poliisi ng'egenda mu theatre labonita neekuba badokita bosa nga bazanya emizannyo NRM yegezaako okuleeta embeera bwetyo nti abo bakatemba abo bamizannyo abo biki kwegamba egezeeko erabe ng'etunafuya abantu naye abantu baffe betulwanirira bakimanyi nti tetuli mu katemba olumu twasomako edduwa ne Honorable Munyago kyagijjukira ne bagamba edduwa gye basomye edduwa teriyo edduwa basoma batya edduwa ey'omunsiko naye edduwa nevaamu ebibala twali twakagisoma mu weekses Museveni ayawukana n'embabazi ne bagamba nti bintu si byakatemba bulijjo kati ne tusabirira Kayihura ono singa batangana ne Museveni ne tusomayo edduwa era endala eyo yali kakongoliro yalimu omunnyu yalimu entengotengo yali nkambwe ennyo eyo twagisomera mu kibira e Kawempe mu weekses Kayihura ne Museveni nga bafunye obutakkaanya kwegamba ebintu byaffe si byakatemba Katonda nge mulabanga katemba ate Katonda mwayisiza omukisa ekintu kyemulanga ekitali serious Katonda ate omukisa mwaguleetere bw'ati n'olwekyo kati mulindeeko waliwo gye ngenda osoma bagiyita sannyalala eyo naye mbwangu ddala gwe totya gwe ojja kulaba ekigenda ova mu ntebe ey'ebiraka bagiyita sannyalala
gwe tubadde naye ku katebe nze Honest Wisdom Kiyonga.
Tubadde tugezaako okujjukiza ebimu ku ebyo ebyayogerwaho omubaka wa Kawempe North Muhammad Segirinya na buli kati akyali mu nkomyo. Kaakati ekitundu ekyebusoga kye kimu ku bitundu ebimanyiddwa ennyo bwe kituuka ku nsonga y'abaana abatannaba kwetuuka okubanga bafuna embuto abamu abazaala n'abaana ne batuuka n'okubulwako alabirira. Kaakati bannaddiini mu kitundu kino basazeewo okwekolamu omulimu ne babakana ne kaweefube ow'okulaba nga babunyisa enjiri ey'okkakasa nti abaana abawala abato tebaddamu kufuna mbuto nga tebannaba kwetuuka.
Amyuka disitulikiti kadi w'omuzikiti gw'Iganga Sheikh Mayaye Yusufu agamba nti nga bannaddiini batandise kaweefube olw'okulaba nga bakwasaganyizaako ebitongole by'obwannakyewa okudduukirira abantu abatalina mwasirizi. Ayongeddeko nti kino kye kiseera buli munnayuganda okuvaayo okulaba nga bayamba omwana omuwala saako n'okubuulirirawo obulenzi ku buvunaanyizibwa bwabwe.
Kyetaagisa ne mu kanisa, ab'omu kanisa nabo bagende, ab'omu makanisa nabo bagende, naffe abasiraamu tutandise olugendo lwaffe okunnyonnyola obuvunaanyizibwa bwaffe. Abaana badde mu mbeera n'abakyala badde mu mbeera.
Ono mu kiseera kye kimu awanjagidde abasiraamu okweyisa obulungi naddala mu kiseera eky'ekisiibo ekibindabinda. Kulono Christine okuva mu kibiina kya Esra Uganda ategeezezza ng'okudduukirira abaana abawala naddala abaazaalira mu muggalo kye kimu ku bye baasooka okusimbako essira kubanga bangi bali mu mbeera si nnungi era nga beetaaga okuyambibwa.
Tukwatagane ne bannaddiini n'ebitongole ebisinga ne communities zonna for example nga wano mu Busoga tukwataganire wamu tulabe nga tulwanyisa eno embeera abaana baddeyo mu masomero weewaawo.
Bano baatandika kaweefube ow'okugenda ku byalo nga bayita mu bakulembeze okusobola okubatuusa ku abo abeetooga okuyambibwako.
Kitegeeza if we look at them and mock them and laugh at them, we are not helping the next generation. That is why we are calling upon everyone and their ability, however little or big, to come up and we fight this. We can put an end to teenage pregnancy. We can also help the victims.
Sheeka akulira omuzikiti gw'enjeru naye y'omu ku bawagidde enteekateeka eno etandikiddwawo.
Kakati tukubiriza abaana abawala abaafuna embuto si enkomerero y'ensi. N'abazadde muleme kunyiiga nnyo kuyitawo kubanga nabo tebaamanya. Olidde mubazeeyo basome n'abalenzi mwogere nabo.
Dumba Lawrence, NBS Amasengejje.
Angela? Yes, Mommy.
What did you wish for?
I want to be a pilot.
I want you to fly so high in the sky. And
when shall we make her have more realistic dreams?
we don't kill dreams, we build on them. 'Cause you're a star. Dreams come. Dreams come true for me and
Mama, I thought our dreams would change. I don't want to disappoint my cousin Nene.
these little things we do today take us one step closer.
Whether all you have is just a dream, we are ready to walk that journey with you until it's your reality. With us, you're one step closer to achieving your dream. Stanbic Bank. It can be. Enjoy longer-lasting freshness with the new king-size Movet Family Soap, available in 4 exciting flavors, and experience the rich texture of coconut, the natural herbal scent of aloe vera, the tingly sensation of lemon, and the silky smooth feel of rose. Get a fresh start for your family with the new king-size Movet Family Soap, available in all shops and supermarkets near you. Movet, all-day confidence.
I'm growing up, I'm growing into every moment. Thanks, Mom.
Nurture the moment with Minute Maid Delight, now available in apple flavor in the 400ml ready-to-drink pack.
Are you having headache, sore throat, muscle pain, toothache, or fever? Then use Curamo Plus. Curamo Plus is strong on pain and gentle on stomach. It's available in all drug shops countrywide. It's not recommended for children under the age of 12 years. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
You will always know when you're in the presence of the finest. It's like time slows down, just enough for you to feel everything in full flavor.
Tusker Malt Lager, now in a distinctive new look.
The 4 Agency Limited is an outdoor media dealing in digital screen adverts, billboard adverts, street pole adverts and suburb signs, mobile taxi adverts and wall branding. We are an outdoor media with countrywide presence in regions like Entebbe, Kampala, Jinja, Arua, Gulu, Mbale and Mbarara. You can contact us on the contacts on your screen or visit our website on www.beforeagency.com.
The hell are you supposed to be?
Vengeance.
Vengeance!
You're becoming quite a celebrity. This is your legacy, Bruce Wayne.
Come on, Vengeance. Who are you under there?
You know why Fanta goes really great with snacks? Because just like Fanta, snacking is colorful. Snacking isn't formal, which means no knives and forks. You don't even need to book a table for snacking. In fact, you don't need a table at all. Snacking is comfy and playful. Snacking is a tasty treat. That's why snacking is colorful. Snack with Fanta.
Your dream home to reality. Your design, your choice. From PVC membrane to wooden products, doors, kitchens, wardrobes, beds, dining tables, wooden floor and ceiling. Finish your house with elegant and timeless designs. Find us at our showroom at Hotel Dumont in Buya or call us on 0776 990 111 or 0755 990 111. Or email David at nowhouse.co.ug.
Mu byemizannyo musaayi muto Priska Kyesanga ayiseemu okukiika mu mpaka z'ensi yonna ezigenda okubanga ziyindira mu Amerika mu mwezi ogw'omusanvu omwaka guno. Kakati noono okuyitamu asoose kwetaba mu z'omulundi ogwokubiri eziyindidde mu kisaawe e Namboole. Era buli kimu obwedda tukikulaga butereevu ku Ssanyuka TV.
Women race and the gun is off.
Priska Kyesanga emyaka 18 y'omu ku basinze okukolesa omutindo bw'awangudde empaka za mita 50 mu budde bwa dakika 15 ne sekendi 5.2 n'obutundu 9 okukiika mu mpaka z'ensi yonna ezinaabeera mu kibuga Oregon mu ggwanga erya Amerika.
Kyesanga Priska, the lady I warned you about, the front runner, the favorite, will have that final kick better than Chemusto Janat to cross the line first.
At least I'm feeling good, and I'll keep on trying, so that I'll keep on making my time to be the best.
Mu mutendera gwe gumu, Janat Chemusto addukidde dakika 15 ne sekendi 3.4 n'obutundu 5.4 okukiika mu za ssemazinga wa Africa ez'abakulu. Mu mita 8 Kigala Jennifer Nyakata amalidde mu kyakubiri emabega wa Achiru Knight eyakakomo okuva mu mpaka za ssematendekero aga waggulu ez'ensi yonna. Empaka ez'okugezesa ez'okusatu zaakubanga ennaku z'omwezi 2 omwezi ogujja. Kabenga Yusufu, NBS Amasengejje.
The winner.
got invited to a special event and your plan is to look fabulous from head to toe. Or maybe you're getting ready for your big day and your plan is to look glamorous from hair to shoes. Whether it's a wedding reception or kwanjula, cocktail party or corporate dinner, bachelor party or bridal shower, having the perfect hairstyle is a must. Have all your hair and event beauty needs taken care of at Callisto Hair Salon. Let our experienced and caring beauty team help you get the dazzling look you want. Get pampered, prepped, and look picture perfect. And whatever assistance you may need to plan and make your event extra special, we are at your service. Let's see you off for your big day looking and feeling like a star. Book your appointment today and get pampered like a star.
Need to send money to a loved one but you don't have enough on your phone? Have you run out of fuel but you don't have enough money? Do you want to pay for your car or water but have insufficient funds? Or do you want to shop but you don't have enough money? Don't worry, get away with MTN Momo Advance. Momo Advance tops up your Momo to complete your transactions. Dial star 165 star 5 star 3 hash to apply. MTN Momo Advance is always available when you need it.
NBS TV n'ensanyuka TV wamnesano ng'ompajo events kaliya process okutuusa ku Uncut Kalakata ngiweze emyaka 3 ku Easter Monday abayimbi abaliko bacomedians banambuza bakuzanya emisana olw'endongo ne comedy bitandike paka ku makya lukoba ku lukoba muyimbi ku muyimbi comedian ku comedian Uganda music yinegulawo ssaawa 2 ez'okumakya sosuwa bouncing castles first painting horse racing abaana bazadde n'abakadde leero omutindo asigala teyejjusanga obinyonitolukumu yebyo emitwalo 2 emmeza emitwalo 5 bokka ku mmeeza bamilka diners foods abasangibwa kamwesi mall bagabudde ebyokulya n'ebyokunywa ku bwereere byansi byakuleka byogidwa mukama asiibwe komboche drink akolebwa the boss company limited munanisa Mbarara Kabale Road Milka Diners Foods e Kamwesi Mall Sounds Foods Industries abakolera obupwanki sema promoters bakafuna okugula n'okutunda ettaka Close for mattress omufaliso gw'omulembe nibitegekebwa Salongo Bajo Events clear process. One experts enjoy true feelings, a flood of emotions, a rush of adrenaline, the taste of victory. Are you ready?
OneXBet operates under Advanced Gaming Limited and is licensed and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board. Betting is addictive and can be psychologically harmful, and it is eligible to persons above 25 years of age.
I had a baby when I was like 18 going to 19 almost. My father had more than one wife and it was hard. When I got out, I wanted to, I was looking for a father figure. I didn't know I was looking for a father figure. I thought I was looking for a boyfriend or something of that sort. Hey guys, this is your girl Napa Gray. Please watch my TML conversations.
Tusker Mouth Conversations, Sunday, 7:40 p.m. Football is always for the fan. The fan who proudly waves his club's colors. The one who is always looking forward to the next game day. who is into tactics, skills, and the thrill of winning.
Beautiful hard and express.
Football is not only a feeling, it's a lifestyle. Catch all the action of the Star Times Uganda Premier League only on Nbs TV. Let's raise our flag. Brought to you by MTN, the official broadcast sponsor. Everywhere you go, MTN. In association with Pilsner Lager, the official beer. Rubies, making your life's journey better. Plascon, color your world. Up next. Brought to you by Same Positive Energy. Available in a 320 ml PET bottle. Rock Room. Feel the positive energy.
Masenge jago lunaku lwaliro mwana wattu bwe gatambudde sigala nga wekumidde ku NBS. Nze bwe nvaawo tugenda kufuna no filter. Ndi muzzukulu wa Kisoro Sembatya Ismail.
Always. This program is rated PG. Parental guidance is advised.
Make we have a party on the sand, y'all. Take off your rap, me want to see you now your tongue. But suppose, make me use my thoughts, snap on. Now pretty belly skin, they ready to do the pan. You are gonna ring brown in one of summertime. I'm better reaching. Cause I saw the summertime, so the girl them say them ready to
wait, you missed the song, I'm sure that was intentional. So you want to look better than me, my own phone. Right. I'm not saying. A bit on the hot side of it really, really is.
Hot. Feeling hot.
Uganda, wait you.
Really?
We're blessed with a little too much of a good weather.
But don't want it to be sunny.
Yeah, that it to be raining. Raining at the beaches. Beach day. Sad, no? Yeah, definitely. Guys, I'm curious about something. Have you guys ever received something from your person? You know when you're in a relationship, you get buntu, what? Ring.
You get buntu, you get to be in tuntu.
She's too soft. Let's see. Okay, so what happens when you break up with that person?
Yeah.
Do those things go back?
I tell how.
What is that?
How? They are mine. You give them to me. Why would I? No way.
Like cause. Okay, I think it depends. Right? Like if it's like a phone, small phone. Yeah. Really, what are you taking back? But if it's like a whole Range Rover,
how take it back?
If my person asks for it back, I take it back. But okay, now, so what are you going to do? Things like Range Rover, I'm already used to that life. I'm not taking that back.
No, I'm not taking anything. But you gave it to me. You gifted it to me. So why would I return it?
So there are some things that are really special. So for example, if it's like a family heirloom, like a ring of the grandmother's grandmother, surely you take that back, honestly.
What?
Yeah. You want your hat back? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thank you. So the thing is this. I think it depends, like you said, like on the significance of what that thing is, right? So if it's like something small, I don't see why you're hanging on to it. I think proper etiquette is return it. Don't wait for this person to come and bang at your door. To return?
Then that person is childish. Really. Why would you bang at your door because they didn't return?
I've heard of people's cars being towed. You're there in the middle of town living your best.
They tell you, Furuma, please. Furuma. And you see, this is why when you're getting things from people who you know are not forever.
Yeah.
Get logbook, it's in your name. Get the
house. But still, how do you know it's not forever? I don't think anybody like starts a relationship knowing it's not forever.
No, I know.
Or is that just me?
The good thing that they will never found.
Common denominator there, and that means you're a problem. Yeah.
No.
If so,
not that they died. No. Not that they died and they are buried, 6 feet under.
But they just don't exist.
In my life,
you moved on.
You know what? Welcome to No Filter. As you can see today, we are Okay, so today we're going to be talking about exes. Ladies, everybody has one. Let's forget whatever Hadna is saying.
Oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody has one. And so we're asking some very important questions. First of all, let's start off by asking, do you guys stay friends with your exes?
That's a very
It depends how you broke up.
You as Hatma, you as you.
Yes, still. It depends on how we end our relationship. I mean, if we end it, Munange Kakati, this thing is not going to work. We've just realized probably home will,
Yeah.
But if there was war, fight, you go east, I go west.
Yeah.
That's it.
Everything. Did you say friends with your ex?
I don't know what you define by friendship, but I think for me, based on those that exist, it's more indifference. Respectable indifference.
Yeah.
It was nice knowing you, but let's both move on. So I wouldn't be mean or harsh or any of that. I wouldn't wish them and their families death, but unless Hatma teaches me that like a portion. But other than that,
but you see, the problem with keeping your ex around, things might, I don't know.
Come back.
Exactly. So
Things will escalate for the worse.
Yes. I believe actually to have a healthy relationship with your current partner, cut your ex off.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll get into those details a little bit later, but I'm curious to know about what really is the definition for exes.
Yeah.
You see, when you say ex, it's such a broad.
You band it up with like everybody.
There's people out there who don't know that
they're your ex.
That they're your ex. They're assuming things, my friend. They probably don't even know anything.
Yeah.
So what do you define as an ex?
I honestly think that somebody who you've had a committed relationship with.
Committed being
the key word.
Yeah.
Because there's people who've been like in relationships where it's not even a relationship, it's a situationship, right? You've just been hanging out with this person, seeing where things go and things don't work out. I don't know if that qualifies as an ex. A one night stand, that does not qualify as an ex.
No, that doesn't.
A fling, friends with benefits, that doesn't qualify as an ex.
No, it doesn't. I like that you use the word committed relationship. Which means we've had a specific conversation which guides the nature of our relationship.
So is ex only for the opposite sex? I can have an ex-girlfriend.
Well, yes, but ideally the word ex is a prefix to something. So it can fit with ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
So depending on how you swing. How do you swing?
I think we all know where she swings.
Okay. But you know what I mean? You can have an ex-girlfriend in terms of friendship.
Yeah.
It's just, it's usually not
I can be friends with you, Q, and then we get a disagreement, like yes, and then I'm like, Q, you're my ex-friend.
Okay. Well, I mean that does happen. But today
for this show we are talking. Okay.
Yeah.
I think romantic relationship kind of exes, because even with a man you can say he's my ex-friend or whatever that would be, but I don't think we're going that route.
Okay, we've said that some of us stay neutral, some of us stay like in the what do they call it? In that kind of gray area. Is it ever okay to go back and sleep with your ex? Hear me out. There's a friend of mine, right? I want to say a better word, but I'm going to use the word recycle. She recycles. She recycles her exes, right? because she doesn't want her number to go up. You know, like women,
Body
we are always like,
count.
oh, you know, I don't want my number to be past 5 or past 7 or whatever number you have in your head. So she doesn't, she stays within like the same 5 guys, right? When she's tired of this one, she'll go to this one.
That one is a user.
Like
She's a
she
user.
will circulate.
Your
First
friend is
of
a
all,
user.
I have respect for her for finding a system that works for her like that, because it's not easy.
But I mean, which guy sits there and waits for you to go and then come back? I mean, are those
You'll
guys
be
even
shocked.
serious?
You know how they say like men sleep with who they can, women sleep with who they want? Is that the same?
Yeah.
So you'd be
It's
shocked
not
that
just
guys
about-
are just very happy to be there, like,
So
take
there
you
are
back.
there are people who have certain insecurities, whereby if I've established a certain kind of relationship with you where I'm comfortable enough to take off my clothes around you, I don't want to have to do that with 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 other people. And you can't have any guarantee. Like she said, nobody gets into that kind of relationship with that knowledge that this is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I can understand when you say that. For a single person to decide and say, okay, fine, I'll sleep with my ex. I think it also goes back to the nature of relationship you had with your ex. There are people who break up in a friendly, you know, where there's still that whole friendly conversation going on, and you understand that human beings have needs. So you could decide and say, you know what, while I'm not yet in another relationship.
So these guys married?
Who?
The
The
ones
one
that
where
your
they
friend was
roster.
yes.
No. They, at the time they weren't. This was when we were a bit younger.
Okay.
So at some point she did settle down, and you know, she's like, now I'm married. But I mean, she, whatever she set out to accomplish, she accomplished, because her number remained 5.
I think what you need to do, if you are willing to create that kind of relationship, what you need to do is to understand what your expectations are from that kind of relationship. I've known men to be able to detach so well that even as an ex, when you decide that, okay, we're going to get into entanglements of sorts with your ex,
Hanky-panky.
they know it's entanglements.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of women expect those entanglements to go a step further and say, oh, maybe he'll take me back because he's sleeping with me. I've met a lot of women like that. I've met ex-women who are so obsessed with their ex-boyfriends, for example, that they are willing to stay around and literally drag along through whatever the guy goes through when he
kind of immorality is that?
And you see, it's probably things like that. It starts with that comfort of saying, guy, ina work. Ntandike kati okunoonya omulala ina work. Ntandike kati getting comfortable, getting around this person, getting naked with this person, getting the fear of starting over overshadows the reason you broke up with this person in the first place.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I do not believe in staying in a relationship just because of one aspect,
which is the sex.
If everything else has failed,
it's not working.
You get what I mean? For example, if there's more than half of the things are not working, move out. But you see, it's hard to get over that one thing that is working.
You'll be there thinking,
that one thing is hard to get elsewhere.
Yeah. So then you make a comeback?
Just for that one thing. And you say, okay, let me just come back to Fatima for the summer salting.
What is the church
you know what's crazy? It's not even about the church, honey.
You should kugumira where you are, and
what does that even mean?
Because first of all, the church that you're talking about preaches no sex before marriage. So I shouldn't even know that he's somersaulting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not about the church and what it's preaching. It's about what society has become and our own personal preferences.
To be honest, let me tell you what. I think that makes sense, right? In a perfect world.
Yeah.
I don't think you should have any kind of relationship with your ex. Let me be radical this time around. I like that Q said that you can be cordial, you can be like open to them or speak to them in public or whatever, but I don't think you should go past that. Reason being, you get stuck, right? You don't grow, you don't move on.
It depends. There's probably when there's a child in the picture, and you need to communicate.
Yes.
With that person, your baby daddy.
Yes. So before we get to those aspects that hold you together,
if
we're looking at the context of a single person while you're still single, I think, and hear me out, Hatma, I think relationship with your ex while you're still single can be very I'm looking for a decent
Misleading.
one. Resourceful. Misleading. It can be very resourceful.
Resourceful how?
Very. Here's what I mean. When you're single, you still have needs. Especially if you're not the type who believes in no sex before marriage, you still have needs to fulfill. Like sexual needs. Really? Okay, no, chocolate needs. Really?
That's also chocolate needs.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You have needs like finances or whatever. And imagine if this person's been spoiling you. Now you have to leave this person because maybe I don't know.
I beg to differ.
Maybe they are not.
I beg to differ. It can work. It can work against you in that you stay stuck, right?
Exactly.
So now, for example, this guy, he's giving you needs. Maybe having sex with you once in a while. Maybe buying you like I think here and there. But then he's moving on in his life. You are staying stuck because you are getting the illusion.
Just about you miss out on other opportunities.
Without you actually being in a relationship. The thing is this. There's a stigma about sampling elsewhere, but that is the most ideal situations because it removes you from being at one person's mercy. Yes, and like being stuck there and being unhappy and being these guys at his beck and call.
I hear
you guys block your exes?
I hear you.
If you need to.
Yes, I have ever.
No, yeah, I have before, but again, it goes back to certain things. Let's talk about boundaries.
Before we talk about boundaries, I think we'll talk about that in our second break.
Absolutely.
Let's take a break. We're gonna sip some what do they sip at the beach? We're coming right back. Don't go away.
You know why Fanta goes really great with snacks? Because just like Fanta, snacking is colorful. Snacking isn't formal, which means no knives and forks. You don't even need to book a table for snacking. In fact, you don't need a table at all. Snacking is comfy and playful. Snacking is a tasty treat. That's why snacking is colorful. Snack with Fanta.
Hey there, I'm Gloria. Abasinga Momenyinga, baby Gloria.
Not anymore.
Anyways, I'm the kafulu of the Movit Herbal. Remember this? Yeah, that was me, bringing you the healthiest herbal range that keeps your skin so shiny and smooth. Pakakati. We don't just give you herbal vizigo and we give you safety, protection, and natural herbal extracts. We are giving Movit Herbal Jelly and Soap a new look with the same natural scent, healing power, and smooth feel on your skin. So look out for the improved Movit Herbal Jelly and Soap and feel new every day.
Movit Herbal Jelly and Movit Herbal Soap are products of Movit, now available in all shops and supermarkets close to you. Movit, all day confidence.
Experience the new age of 4G smartphone with Hisense Mobile E50 Lite, Hisense Mobile E50, and Hisense Mobile H50 Lite. Great screen display, crystal clear photography with both the back and front camera, no battery worries, fast and provides a clear network. Get one today and get free Airtel data, free 1 GB for 1 month and 100% bonus on weekly and monthly data bundles for 3 months. To activate, dial star 175 star 94 hash with Airtel, the smartphone network, and Hisense Mobile.
Easter is the time to rejoice with our family. StarTimes brings you Easter 2 billion sharing and upgrade. Simply make weekly or monthly subscription and get upgrade automatically. 2 billion shillings worth of subscription, school fees, and Easter hampers for sharing. That's not all. Reactivate your decoder and get extra days of subscription. Amazing content this Easter season will bring a smile to every member of your family. Family telenovelas such as The Brothers Season 2, entertaining and educative children channels, and endless football live from the best leagues around the world. Enjoy the most affordable Easter entertainment on StarTimes.
On Sunday, 20th of March 2022, Ministry of Water and Environment through Water Resources Institute will launch the 5th Uganda Water and Environment Week, running from the 20th to the 25th of March 2022, with the major goal of understanding the role of water and environment resources in peace and socio-economic transformation of Ugandan population to a middle income, under the theme Water and Environment for Peace and Socio-Economic Transformation of Uganda. The launch day will be live on Sunday, 20th of March on NBS from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and the closing ceremony on the 25th of March from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Where to find a well-gated community with modern facilities? Your family deserves a peaceful life in a secured housing estate. Now with Mirembe Villas, a convenient and secure modern life becomes possible for you and your family. You may have a 4-bedroom double-storied villa with monthly installment of around 7 million Uganda shillings. You may have this beautiful 5-bedroom double-storied villa with monthly installment of around 9 million Uganda shillings. By paying 7 million Uganda shillings monthly installment, you're now able to have your own double-storied villa with Mirembe Villas Chigo. Mirembe Villas Chigo, your future home awaits you.
The essence of design will always be about people and how they live. It's about the realities, quality, durability, and affordability. Ancient craft we have mastered over the years with over 200 plus designs in tiling. Goodwill has the final touch to your design. Buy Uganda, build Uganda. Goodwill Red Tile.
For stories you can't let go, only on Pearl Magic Band.
I'm growing up, I'm growing into every moment. Thanks, Mom.
Nurture the moment with Minute Maid Delight, now available in apple flavor in the 400ml ready-to-drink pack.
Have you experienced any side effects after taking your medicine? Report to National Drug Authority, as this is important in making drugs safer, preventing harm and improving prescribing. Please contact National Drug Authority on toll-free 0800 101 999 or WhatsApp 0740 002 070 and MedSafety mobile app.
Today we decided to go outside, literally. Yeah. And we're having a conversation.
Enjoying the breeze.
Also, enjoy. Only sipping the breeze, only please.
No, I'm sipping on something.
Hey mama, hey mama.
I have money, hard works.
That was so unnecessary.
All right.
Okay.
Shots fired, right?
Speaking of
unnecessary
relationships, we're going outside of the relationship and we're talking about your ex relationship. If you've been in a relationship with someone and things don't work out, what's the way forward? Do you cut them off? Do you block them? Or do we continue life as usual? Or, like Sabrina's friend, do you recycle?
You guys keep going like a
how do you pick up chewing gum that you dropped on the floor and then you chew it again?
That means even you are chewing gum that has been chewed. You understand?
That's been chewed now.
Let me tell you what. I think like a healthy. We're talking about boundaries, right?
Yes.
Personally, I don't really block like my exes. I don't feel like I have the need to
keep them around.
I don't necessarily want to keep them around.
So
what am I benefiting?
Do you entertain things like texts and calls and messages and stuff?
About what?
Let's say
how
you post on your status and he replies and says, "Oh, looking good."
Yeah,
I don't respond.
You don't?
No.
I mean, for me, it depends.
How can I respond? Because it
depends.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't believe in blocking. I feel like one, it's childish and petty, unless the person is harassing you. There are people who harass you,
persistent,
right? Like persistent and like saying mean things to you or like always bring negative vibes.
Toxic.
But if this person is not even doing any of those things, I really don't see what the issue is.
But this is like,
why am I blocking?
This is like work. I did my work, my assignment got finished and done with.
Close the door.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so let me get this right. You said that you don't entertain the negative, toxic, but you entertain if they're compliments and stuff.
Yeah, like you can never get enough positive vibes. You can never get enough.
Like yourself sliding back in there.
That's a slippery slope.
Let me be honest with you. I feel like it's selfish of me. My agenda is selfish. When I'm not blocking you or when I'm continuing to entertain you, when that's how I know
you've moved on.
Yeah, I've moved on.
If I can moved by the compliment.
If I can have you there chatting to me and I'm not
responding,
like I can respond, but I don't care. Like it doesn't come with any kind.
But you see, when you respond, you're giving someone signals that maybe she will.
Yes. I think boundaries are mostly about, yes, protecting yourself from, let's say, harassment and whatnot. Even compliments like that can cause a lot of problems in your mind. You sit there and you're just like, like you start memories come back. So I think boundaries
before you know it
are for your own good.
You guys are talking like, have you ever taken your ex back?
Yes, I have.
So that's why you guys
I regretted, by the way, why I did so.
You see, guys, it depends on why you broke up. I'll give you an example. There are chicks who kunova. But their purpose for kunova is not because she's tired and she's leaving. She's kunova so that the guy can understand. Pull up his socks and come back and fight a bit harder. And it happens a lot, especially here. Yeah. But there's also those relationships where you sit down and say, you know what? Like she said, super with them chewing gum. Sawa yo. You get what I mean? And even if it's still fun to keep chewing or to enjoy this, that, or the other, you're over it. Yeah, the sweetness is done.
But let's talk about a dynamic where now you're in a relationship, right? Because we've been kind of speaking from a point of view of
single.
There's no
not committed
you're not
elsewhere
to anyone else. That's why you can say, I can still be talking to him or whatever. But when you're in a relationship, do you think that first of all, one, you should talk to your partner about your ex?
That is complete shibulok. A wall fence.
That's how you broke. But you talk to your partner about your ex. Like, do you ever tell them
their ex?
Okay, you talking about your ex?
About my ex?
Yes.
I'll be very honest with you. For certain boundaries, some boundaries to be set, it's sometimes important to talk about your ex. Why? This person needs to know the things you will not accept. For example, you can tell him, you know what, I left my ex for cheating. Try that shit. Try it and see what happens.
But you know, there's people who say that can work against you.
Because
they're like, oh, okay.
If the other one cheated, then I'm justified. She's the problem.
So there's something going on in this situation. I may need to cheat on.
But it depends on the person that you're with.
Yeah.
If this person has the brains then there are things they'll know not to do or not to say. For example, if my ex and I, our biggest problem was that maybe he was, let's say, a mommy's boy and his family failed us from working out, I expect you to take that to the back of your mind and say, our family is funny. If she has left a guy because of the family, she could do the same thing to me. And with that, you make the necessary steps towards not repeating that. But not in a way of comparison.
Can I
and I think that's one of the biggest problems is comparison.
Now, if it were you in your place, the current boyfriend you're dating talks to you about their ex, how they used to do what, would you be pleased with that?
Yes, depending on the context with which you're speaking. That's why you see I said not in a comparison kind of way. Don't come and tell me, my ex used to cook well, look at the rubbish you're cooking. Don't do that. I will hit you with a saucepan on the head. But you can come and tell me, I don't like when women do this, or talk like this because my ex did it to me and it made me feel
But you see, our
bad.
sixth sense as women will always say, Arabika, he's
I feel like it's a red flag whenever someone keeps bringing up their ex. I feel like it's a red flag. And like me as me, when I enter into a new relationship or into a relationship, my ex is
dead.
Non-existent. Exactly, like that person does not exist. Like if you ask me about my ex, I don't even want to go into detail.
Let me ask you.
Let me
ask you. If you and your partner were, say, at Coachella, you're probably not going to go to Coachella. But if you were at Coachella with your partner, and you bump into this random chick and they're talking, oh, hi, how are you? How is it? Oh, work, about the friends and whatnot. Would you want to know if that's an ex or not?
No.
You wouldn't mind?
I do not want to know your exes. Actually, I don't want to know who they are.
I don't know when you
I don't know how you dated. I want to be
then in that time.
Because let me tell you what happens. As soon as he tells you, let's say, Hatma is my ex. Every time you see Hatma around, you're gonna just go into some kind of like judgment
insanity mode.
You said like, okay,
paranoid. Look at what she's wearing.
What about her
tight
like
dress?
what's going on with her? You get? And I notice also like when you tell guys like this is my ex, when that guy's around, they puff their chests differently. They're like, who is he?
Your territory.
That guy, that's like a guy. That's a guy. Then they start looking for it. So I just feel like it's in your best interest.
I think it's mature. I think it's mature to build a relationship or a life that survives beyond your ex, such that whatever your ex does doesn't affect you. Because now imagine if your ex moves in next door. On together, are you going to move? No. Now imagine a situation.
That is Kuyikiliza 311.
Isn't that what Kanye did? Isn't that what Kanye did? And it's just that the whole world
knows that he's gotten over themselves also.
But that's what I'm telling you. It happens. Your ex moves in next door and your husband doesn't know that that's your ex. So your husband finds
out. That means that ex never got over you.
Thing your husband says is, so she knew he moved in next door and said nothing.
No, because there's nothing to say.
So when I'm away at work, please. Whenever Hatma says I'm staying home to bake cake, do you get what I mean? It's not. I feel like burying your head in the sand doesn't take away the problem. I feel like you should be able to, because let me tell you, for example, one thing that I take quite serious, and that's why I took off my shades, is the fact that your ex tells me you're the kind of person you are. You get what I mean? I judge your class, I judge your character, I judge who you are based on your ex.
I mean, no, a little bit of no.
There's
because
nothing.
From personal experience,
if you're
my ex of 21 and my ex of 31 are different.
I know, but let me tell you.
So when you say you judge someone based on their ex, that means you are judging yourself as well because you've chosen that person.
I can't.
You're also, by the way, you're also part of them.
Exactly.
Wait, there could be a good guy, but with lousy taste. You know what I mean?
No way. That means you're lousy as well.
So here's the thing. I've been in a situation where I met somebody with whom I don't want to say we shared an ex, but I met someone who was with my person at the time. Let me say no.
You just want to sip tea.
I want to sip tea. I never have been in that situation.
That's the thing. For me, why I'm better off not knowing is what if the chick is 1,000 times hotter than you. What if that chick is like Megan Good and Beyonce and Rihanna had a baby and that child
to how
so happy?
you are.
No. Sometimes it's not that they broke up because, and we're actually going to come to that. Maybe the cause of the breakup.
Maybe she left
But
him.
yeah, maybe she left him and she upgraded.
He's on her chewing gum. Okay,
so let's actually get into
you
that.
die in your own movie.
So let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about when you're in a relationship.
Yeah,
how would you behave around your ex with your partner?
That's what I said in the very beginning. You are my ex.
So
yes, exactly.
Yeah. You see, that's why my formula is very like practical. You don't know this is my ex. For all you know, this is just a friend of mine, right? I meet you in the bar. I'm like, yo, what's up? How are you? You're good, cool. And we keep it moving. Like me, I believe
like
in
you don't ignore him, but you don't.
I believe in being
too much
cordial.
time.
Let me tell you why. First of all, this is somebody you are really intimate with. But aside from that, you just never know. Like, life is funny. You just never know. There's people who there's an ex of mine. We dated when I was in like my S6 back. To this day, we're still friends. And if I picked up the phone right now and called him, I know like 100%, he will come through for me in any way he can. So now, like someone like that, I wouldn't start ignoring what, like, we are actually friends, right?
Okay, yes, but as well. That's what I said. How did you break up? Was it?
Well, remember now, as knowledge back.
We apologize to anyone who we dated in high school. What a waste of time and life.
Between 18 and 25,
it's such a waste of life.
Yeah,
it's just you see you don't know the kind of.
So what would you do? You were telling us you meet your ex with your current partner. What would you do?
Okay, first of all,
would you hug them and then?
No. But you see, I believe in full transparency. You get what I mean? I believe in full transparency, which both of you have negated completely until this point. I believe in being able to be with my partner and my partner knowing that that is her ex.
Oh,
yeah. So if we bump into each other, no. You are a human being. I'm not going to kill you like Hatma. So you're there. I might bump into you now and again. If you felt like in your mind, you feel the need to come over and say hello, come over and say hello. Watch me cozy up with my babe.
But you're going to be misread by your current partner if they are not mature enough.
He came over and said hello. You get what I mean? Not the other way around. I'm not throwing myself at you. If you come over and say hello, I'm going to ignore you. Imagine you are there, the person saying hi, and you're continuing. Okay, I will tumble to get What is you doing?
But you know, like, listen. At the end of the day, if the flip is the
tables turned,
flipped, yes, and you meet your ex out with his current girl, and the girl knows, the girl knows that you're the ex. Understand? And she starts like giving you like an attitude, and it's like inevitable. Sometimes people are not
the competition
like emotionally intelligent enough to know like, okay, that's a past thing, and this is a current thing. Like, there's people who don't know, like, so they know you now, and they're just gonna be like me. It's like unnecessary animosity. Me, I don't want you to tell, but that's people, I'm your ex. I'm not your ex. We never dated. I don't know you. And I also not going to tell anyone. You might
move on.
You're just acquainted.
So let me ask, if your ex goes on to become a, let's say, Mark Zuckerberg or a successful millions, billions, and can help you in some way.
Yeah.
He's still not your ex?
He's my friend. So boys.
Wow, Sabrina, just wow.
Listen, we are at Spena Beach and we are discussing exes. What are the healthy boundaries to have? What kind of relationship do you have? And do you even tell your partner about them? Following on social media, the hashtag is NBS No Filter. We'll be right back.
Ngoli Muzimu.
You know why Fanta goes really great with snacks? Because just like Fanta, snacking is colorful. Snacking isn't formal, which means no knives and forks. You don't even need to book a table for snacking. In fact, you don't need a table at all. Snacking is comfy and playful. Snacking is a tasty treat. That's why snacking is colorful. Snack with Fanta.
Glovo is the app that brings you anything you want. Like some crispy chicken ewaka or chigari. Over, get all your shopping done. Need some diapers? Glovo is here to just say. Kati download the app or Bikwase Glovo.
I had a baby when I was like 18 going to 19 almost. My father had more than one wife and it was hard. When I got out, I wanted to, I was looking for a father figure. I didn't know I was looking for a father figure. I thought I was looking for a boyfriend or something of that sort. Hey guys, this is your girl Napa Gray. Please watch my TML conversations.
Tusker Mouth Conversations, Sunday, 7:40 p.m. On Sunday, 20th of March 2022, Ministry of Water and Environment through Water Resources Institute will launch the 5th Uganda Water and Environment Week, running from the 20th to the 25th of March 2022, with the major goal of understanding the role of water and environment resources in peace and socio-economic transformation of Ugandan population to a middle income. Under the theme, Water and Environment for Peace and Socio-Economic Transformation of Uganda. The launch day will be live on Sunday, 20th of March on NBS from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and the closing ceremony on the 25th of March from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Did you know that if a SIM card registered in your name is used to commit a crime, you'll be presumed to be the criminal? The person whose name a SIM card is listed is presumed to be the owner unless reported stolen or lost. Dial *197# and follow the prompts to check SIM cards registered under your NIN. To remove a number wrongfully registered using your NIN, please visit your mobile provider service center. Do not let your NIN be used for crime. Act now.
Tofera. This message is powered by the Uganda Communications Commission. This weekend, Captain Mike Mukula loves speed.
My love for speed comes from flying.
In fact, he is not surprised that his son, Michael, is a rally driver.
When he was a little boy, he used to come and walk me.
Did you know that the captain is also a wordsmith?
I did initiate the Pearl of Africa rally.
Get Captain Mike's full story in Motorsport this Sunday at 10 p.m. on NBS The Score.
This will take a lot of time. Mom, how did you finish so fast?
It's because Omo removes tough stains faster.
When your children get stains fast, you need a detergent that takes them out faster. Omo removes tough stains faster.
A secure home is everyone's dream. It can be a safe place for the family, a place where you can celebrate fun moments, create memories, and plan greater things. At BuildNet, we provide you a home with the luxury you deserve in areas of Kira, Nalia, and Nigeria. Book your dream home today with as low as 5 million Ugandan shillings. For more information, call us on the numbers below or visit our website at www.buildnet.co.ug. BuildNet for quality and affordable apartments.
Hey there,
I'm Gloria. Abasinga Mumanyinga, baby Gloria. Not anymore. Anyways, I'm Kampala over Movit Hub. Remember this? Yeah, that was me, bringing you the healthiest harbor range that keeps your skin so shiny and smooth. We don't just give you harbor, we give you safety, protection, and natural harbor extract. We are giving Movit Harbor Jelly and Soap a new look with the same natural scent, healing power, and smooth feel on your skin. So look out for the improved Movit Harbor Jelly and Soap and feel new every day.
Movit Harbor Jelly and Movit Harbor Soap are products of Movit, now available in all shops and supermarkets close to you. Movit, all day confidence.
Up next. Brought to you by Same Positive Energy. Available in a 320 ml PET bottle. Rock, feel the positive energy. Brought to you by We are ready to walk that journey with you until it's your reality. With us, you're one step closer to achieving your dream. Stanbic Bank, it can be.
In the headlines tonight,
I don't want to mention people who died defending their cause.
Karamoja leaders punch holes in the ongoing disarmament exercise.
The way you wish our forces deployed to hotspots.
Say continued militarization of the region not a solution.
People living in a state of fear and helplessness.
Public accuses members of parliament for failing to offer solutions to the skyrocketing commodity prices. Also tonight, Saturday District stuck with funds meant for construction of schools and health centers.
But we are not getting a nod from the Attorney General.
President gives them green light to hire contractor.
And they okayed you using these local contractors.
And the battle against sale of body organs rages on. Survivor speaks out on her narrow escape.
Brought to you by We are ready to walk that journey with you until it's your reality. With us, you're one step closer to achieving your dream. Stanbic Bank, it can be.
Welcome back. You're still watching No Filter, and we're here at the Spena Beach. Exactly. So, Q is like they need to stay friends with their exes, communicate. Wait a minute.
No.
Okay.
Listen, I did not say we are friends. I said live your life, I live my life. But we are acquainted.
Okay,
you get what I mean?
And then also,
be cardio.
You advocate for
openly communicating with your partner about your relationships. Yes.
Would you, in the same line, want to know why your partner broke up with their ex?
Yeah, but not from my partner.
You want to get the tea from where? You want to get it from the source.
I was telling you, listen. As a woman, and knowing you two understand exactly what I'm talking about, there's a likelihood that by the time you officially get into any relationship with that man, you already know half everything about his ex-life. Yes or no?
Yes.
We do investigation.
I know.
Like no one else. Yes. And so I want to know why you broke up, just not from you, because most likely everybody's going to give you an ideal story.
Just to pick lessons to make your relationship better. Like
this is for me to know if I want to get into it.
To know what you're getting yourself into.
Okay.
You know what? To be honest, let me tell you one thing. When it comes to relationships, I feel like ignorance is bliss is where it applies the most. Hear me out. When you know things like why he broke up with this person, what led to it,
you're more aware.
Invent like a bias in your mind. So now, if you hear that he cheated, even if he's not a cheater and maybe he was caught with his pants down for whatever reason, you're always going to think he's cheating, right? Anytime the phone
probably will say, with me he will not cheat. I'll make him,
so that you have peace of mind.
Like you'd rather not know. If he cheated on me, I'm shocked. I'm like, what?
You'd rather find out.
But if I knew it was coming all along, that's on me. You understand? But if I didn't know, I can be sad.
Okay, so let me get this right.
Disappointed.
Bambi, you'd rather find her bones in the backyard peacefully.
Yeah.
You'd rather find her.
Because chances are, even me, by the time I'm finding the bones, even me, I'm entering.
So who gives us this information? The friends? I don't know.
Hatima, Sagala yakwekoleza wano. Sagala! Stop it.
She knows exactly
where she gets
it. Okay, but me, I really don't know. Who gives this information?
You always find this information. First of all,
meet your friends?
First of all, there's social media, guys.
But the people who are not active on social media.
And that's the first red flag. Sit there and say, what does he have to hide? So much.
And yet people feel like people who are very active on social media are the red flag.
He doesn't have to be very private, but there are things you can see. For example, if, say, if you've ever been to any function together, you'll find a picture there somewhere, even if it's just one, even from a mutual friend somewhere, and you can follow the trail back. Even you know it. Stop pretending. Plus, there's always people who mention it in passing, like friends or whatever. Somehow you'll always find the information.
Is this when you lay him out there that, guys, I'm getting so and so, and then information starts flowing in?
You don't even have to. You don't even have to. It will find you. It will find you. You'll find things. You'll tag them.
I'll give you an example. I date undercover. You'll find out when you receive the invitation. You'll find out when you receive the wedding invitation.
Let me ask you. Have you never dated a person, then you found out that you two have a certain mutual friend who you did not expect?
It is
most likely a blabbering big mouth mutual friend.
It is quite unfortunate that I have been in so many of those situations.
Nobody doesn't have circles.
You know what's crazy? For me, I never look for information and find good news. Like, it's always bad, and that's why, like, for me, I just don't. I don't want to know.
Forearmed, my friend. So let's talk about the context of when you share something. I was going to talk about when there's like a child involved or business involved or whatever. When there's a shared aspect and you're single, is there a reason to be friends, or can you just keep it professional? Let's say in the case of a child, and now you're both maybe single. You've heard those jokes and those memes of when the guy comes to see his child and he finds him on
I don't think it should be
Do you create friendship there, or just keep it, drop the kids at this time, pick them at this time?
I mean, be what's the word? Cordial, be like a
professional.
Be a professional is not
like a
professional. Exactly. Let it be like, what time are you coming? What time are you dropping them off? Are you picking him from school? Have you bought like?
What about crucial decisions?
Like that's let me tell you
need to talk about.
Whenever you
the schools the child should go to.
Whenever you invent like a friendship from, and me, I'm speaking out of what I've seen other people go through and not what I've gone through. Whenever you create a friendship, like, unless you are so on the same page, like 100%. When there's a friendship, there's usually one person who wants you back and the other one who wants to move on. So there will be friction.
There's never a balance.
It's never a balance. So there'll be friction when the time comes for one of you to move on, right? And sometimes even the one who didn't want, now seeing you moving on, now suddenly you want. So I think like a professional, like keep it strictly professional.
So children, keep it professional. Business, keep it professional.
Absolutely.
Let's get into the context of shared aspects when you are in another relationship. Let's say we divorced. We accepted this is not working, we divorced, and then we are co-parenting, but you're both maybe married, or one of you is married. Is there, now, does that call for friendship? Because you see, if we're both married, ideally, I would assume we've both moved on. What do you think?
I mean, in a perfect world, I think you can stay friends. Do you believe, like, it's hard? Because there's so many moving parts in there. Actually, you're quiet.
Because I am seeing violence. Yes, I'm seeing violence from this other partner. Yes, because first of all, they'll never be 100% comfortable or sure that nothing is going to happen when you probably meet.
And that friendship goes beyond.
Birthday party. Now, okay. this takes me back to the traditional person I am. Not that this is just happening now. It happened way back. If okay, man, you don't listen to local music, you know. But Paul Cafero had a song. It was Blandina, something like that.
I know Blandina.
Exactly. So he raised this girl child as if she was his own.
Yeah.
So this girl gets a man. They're
getting married.
They are getting married. So Paul Cafero tells the child, please take whatever it is that they've brought to your father. Your father is
your real father.
Your real father. I am not your real father.
So
men of those days, Valina, they would know this is not my child, or they'll just father
raise the child.
Yes, raise the child. But now,
you see, the challenge here is in how much involvement.
But you see, that avoided a lot of
wants to get into, because this is why I told you. I think openness and that kind of conversation is good, because you see what that does now is, I've always believed that I can tell my man, for example, let's say I have a child outside.
Yeah.
I would leave that entire responsibility to my man.
The current man?
Yes, my current man.
Exactly.
And I tell him, look,
because you've taken me on, take me on with my baggage.
Exactly, is my child, and so is your child too.
Exactly.
So I want whatever he has to do that deals with the other father. If the other father wants to get involved, let him deal with you. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
If you guys need to do, if
the
the
biological
needs
father
anything
has to deal with
the stepfather,
Okay.
so that those two kukwatagana ontegera. If it's a woman, both women involved, stepmother and real mother, let them deal with themselves. Don't get involved, because I've realized, not from a personal experience,
it brings about a clash.
The most confusing and where most of the conflict comes from is the involvement of this woman who has a sexual relationship with my man, a past sexual relationship, coming back and constantly dealing with my man. But if I remove myself, like I said, yes, it's important for me to be involved, but if I remove myself and let this woman and the other woman deal with each other, there's no problem then.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? They deal with each other, because this one is living with the child, that one is the mother of the child. They find a way to merge minds without me getting involved. It's usually the man's involvement that brings problems when you are texting each other at midnight. But then I ask you, what are you texting? Then you say, Omwana mulwadde.
But I mean, like, that's if the mother, the biological mother or biological father are like mature enough.
Yes.
But when it comes to emotions, maturity and emotions, it seems like they can't be in the same WhatsApp.
Incomes boundaries.
Because I've seen so many scenarios where the woman is like, how dare this woman pierce my daughter's ears without my permission? How dare this chick?
Now imagine if they
pick
have
my
that
children up from-
conversation. And she says, I was planning to
go plate some
I was planning to
whatever.
go plate this girl's here. Would you like to do it, or can I do it? And you realize that with time, the other woman starts to be respectful of this
She'll be
woman.
like, this catchy thing.
But have you come across
she starts feeling like this chick is getting me involved than just making those decisions on her own. You get, she's involving me in my child's life. But you see, boundaries like that have to be drawn by the common multiple.
That works when I think it's the other madam who dropped your guy. But if it is the guy who chucked the other madam, and she still had
It depends. I think like I agree with Hatma. It depends on how you broke up.
Exactly.
Because how you broke up determines
the nature of the communication.
Going forward.
Okay, so let's talk. Okay, to be honest, I believe finding a way to make it work, in my opinion, is a lot better than cutting it out completely. Because a child needs to have access to all the parents they can. So you'd rather find out a way to make it work. So let's talk about business. If you two have business or assets joint, let's say your relationship was at a point where you've bought land together, you've bought maybe you've started a company together, and things like that, what then?
Separate
the assets and the businesses.
Find a way to divide
if
them.
They can't, if they're working well.
The thing is this, what I've noticed is when you go your separate ways is you no longer have a say or control in the other person's life. So if they decide to mess up your business, or if they decide to...
Your joint business.
Exactly, your joint business. If they decide they want to do some silly things, you are like, there's nothing you can do about it, you know. They'll run the business into the ground, so you're better off selling on the business still like a business, you understand?
Rationale is out the window, but I think we need to start to gain the maturity, and that's the reason why I said sometimes I think we walk into relationships. We walk into relationships without analyzing how mature or immature these people are. If we can have the maturity to be able to come to separation in a respectful way, because imagine if there are other people involved. Do you say that now?
But you see,
my ex and everybody, he and I know together is dead.
There's that, the maturity and everything between the two of you. But how will your partners that you're committed to now take it? They'll not know that
if
these people are mature, they're just running a business, they're just, you know. So why would you bring in that clash?
The biggest conflict comes not from your partner, but from you. If you're there constantly chatting, laughing, giggling with your ex,
you might not even be doing that, but because your partner is just they're just like, these people have ever had something,
and that's okay.
So anything can happen.
That's okay. But why would you? What I'm saying is, if we can all learn the maturity of knowing that a relationship can end in a peaceful way, and you both choose to walk away unscathed, then maybe that is the way to go.
But you cannot convince you.
I think the reason why it's hard.
Shared friends. Are you going to cut off everyone that you know who they know?
No, not really. No.
If his mother calls you,
whose friends were they first? He's
no, you see what I'm telling you.
So you would keep going to back to his family to say hi and what?
What I'm saying is, there are actual relationships that you build based on that relationship. Are you going to cut off everybody because of it?
Ideally, me, I do.
Leave the workplace.
I do, but I'm not gonna I'm not going to.
We are not going to turn enemies.
If you're still working,
exactly. We're not gonna be enemies. We're not gonna be
you leave your job at the company.
For a while, you need to boundaries, right?
I think you can set boundaries.
I think. Let me tell you what. Like I said, in a perfect world, you break up amicably, and I
that's ideal. It's not realistic,
but it's. So many times when someone is breaking up with you, it's heartbreaking for one person.
Somebody is always going to be hurt.
So it will be hard for you to then tell me that, okay, let's be friends now. It's difficult.
Okay. So as we close, I'm curious. If your ex accidentally sent you mobile money,
what is the question?
That cannot be accidental.
What is the question, please?
Okay, if they send you mobile money, would you reject it?
Reparations.
He owes you.
Yeah. So you can do. You know what? You've been watching No Filter. Today, the ladies and I were at Spena Beach. We had such a fantastic time. You should definitely stop by next time you're in Entebbe.
We should come back here again.
We should. Right? Next weekend?
Yeah,
let's do it. Why not? You've been watching No Filter. Remember, we have spaces every Wednesday on Twitter. The hashtag is NBS No Filter. From us, we're out.
This program is rated PG. Parental guidance is advised. This is NBS Live at 9.
It's live at 9. Winding queues at the Directorate of Immigration and Citizenship Control Office. We tell you why this persists despite the digitization of the process. Good evening. This is NBS Live at 9. I'm Rukshana Namuyamba Chitaka.
My name is Nebo Twegumiyazake with Jagwe Michael signing tonight. Let's get right into the headlines.
The headlines brought to you by
Radiant. Look good. Feel great.
Radiant is a brand of Movit products.
In the headlines tonight,
I don't want to mention people who died defending their cause.
Karamoja leaders punch holes in the ongoing disarmament exercise.
The way you wish our forces deployed to hotspots.
Say continued militarization of the region not a solution.
People living in a state of fear and helplessness.
Public accuses members of parliament for failing to offer solutions to the skyrocketing commodity prices. Also tonight, Saturday district stuck with funds meant for construction of schools and health centers.
But we are not getting a nod from the Attorney General.
President gives them green light to hire contractor.
And they okay you using this local contractor.
And the battle against sale of body organs rages on. Survivor speaks out on her narrow escape.
The headlines brought to you by
Radiant. Look good. Feel great.
Radiant is a brand of Movit products.
Good evening once again. Now we kick off the bulletin with Karamoja leaders that have criticized the ongoing disarmament exercise, saying it has had no impact in pacifying the region. Tough-talking leaders say the increased militarization of the region was supposed to improve response to cattle theft, check on cross-border gun trade and stop commercialized raids. But there is no progress on this front. The leaders voiced their strongest discontent during the closure of a two-day regional council meeting. More in this report.
Last year, government restarted a voluntary disarmament exercise after concerns several youths had resumed cattle rustling. But Karamoja leaders say they are not satisfied with the progress of the disarmament exercise.
The leaders who have been killed by these criminals in the name of being informers of the army. So, the peace committee members, including the leaders themselves, who speak the brutal truth. We have lost many lives and property. I don't want to mention people who died defending their cause. I don't want to mention people who died trying to go and revenge.
It is estimated that over 200 civilians have been killed and tens of thousands of cattle stolen in the last 2 years, with Kabong and Abim districts hit worst. Late last year, the UPDF deployed heavily in what was expected to be the start of forceful disarmament. Despite this, leaders say the armed cattle rustlers continue to create havoc in the presence of heavy military deployment.
We have hotspots. The way you wish our forces deployed to hotspots.
And has resulted into people living in a state of fear and helplessness.
It is alleged some elements of security and local leaders are collaborating with raiders who steal animals and immediately transport them out of the sub-region for sale.
Impounded cows do disappear from the agriculture. Why are they protected? Where do they go? Oh my God. There are many occasions where we find a person brought by the community, well aware that this is a criminal, is released the next day.
Addressing these leaders in Moroto town, Vincent Sempija, the Minister for Defense and Veteran Affairs, said government was doing everything in their power to pacify Karamoja.
UPDF is able to carry out the tasks, and that one we are very sure. But what we need is the cooperation from the people, the support from the leaders.
The raids have been expanded into neighboring sub-regions of Teso and Elgon. Daniel Lutaya, Richard Oyel, NBS, live at 9.
Let's turn to fuel prices. Members of the Trade Committee in Parliament on a mission to crack down gas stations that adulterate fuel faced off with angry masses that castigated them for giving a wrong cure to the increasing prices for other essential commodities. In response, the committee visited Mukwano Group of Industries in Kampala to get a full explanation to the questions of the angry masses. This report by Hakeem Wampamba.
At Shell Chibuye, masses instead castigated members of parliament for being vigilant to the quality of fuel, yet the prices of essentials like soap, cooking oil and others were going through the roof. Committee members, however, said that the fuel quality is a key price driver.
Why some petrol stations you buy 5 liters of fuel and they give you less? Why are petrol stations mixing paraffin with diesel and petrol?
The crackdown saw Fuel X petrol station in Busega cited for lack of compliance.
It has come to our knowledge so far from the investigation we have done. We have discovered one petrol station, which is Fuel X, which is believed to have adulterated their fuel, mixed it with another chemical we are yet to identify.
Still baffled with the anger of the masses, the committee then proceeded to Mukwano Group of companies for answers. Here, the manager operations explained the cause of the high prices.
In June last year, the government put 10% duty on CPO, or crude palm oil. That 10% duty comes with 1.5% import levy. MPs must know this. They don't support the budget. So that goes to the cost. So do you expect the price to remain the same?
He requested for scrapping of the 10% import duty on crude palm oil and institution of other subsidies to reduce the cost of operation.
One needs to remove the taxes on CPO on the raw material, because the rest of the inputs of the raw materials are imported. You will not do anything on freight rates. The other thing is maybe you can give now is power.
Since the turn of the year, prices of essential commodities have been on a steady rise, and government is yet to find a solution to the worries of Ugandans. Hakim Wampamba, NBS, live at 9.
Thank you, Hakim. Now, leaders from Serere District are stuck with funds meant for the construction of schools and health centers. This follows the presidential directive requiring all government construction works to be carried out by the UPDF brigade. We have the details.
District LC5 Chairman Stephen Auchola admits that due to the presidential directive regarding the use of the Army Brigade to carry out construction works, they are stuck with funds meant to construct schools and health centers.
In Serere, we had followed the normal procedure we have been having, and we had already given out these works. We had tendered. As I speak, Right Honorable Prime Minister, in our health center 4, the contractor went ahead and de-roofed a maternity ward. But we are not getting a nod from the Attorney General. We are stuck. The rains are coming. The mothers are there. When it starts raining, when this roof is not put back and the renovations are complete, we are going to have a disaster in the health center 4. And you know that's the health center which also works as a district hospital, because we don't have a district hospital yet.
The revelation, however, shocked the Prime Minister, Robina Nabanja, who disclosed that Serere District can use other contractors to complete stalled projects for only this financial year.
The President looked and okayed you using these local contractors only for this financial year. Next financial year, we shall use Army Brigade when we are better prepared. You will realize that if we use Army Brigade, instead of one school, we shall get 2. Instead of one health center, we shall get 2 health centers.
Serere Woman Member of Parliament Helen Adoa disclosed that Serere is faced with many challenges which require urgent government intervention.
For example, this school where we are has got a lot of challenges. Then where you landed does not even have water, and that center where you passed does not have power.
Nabanja rallied the people of Serere District to embrace the new government program, the Parish Development Model, to improve their household incomes. Zahara Namuli, NBS, live at 9.
And the Minister, Local Government, Raphael Majezi, has given the Appointed Allocation Committee and Mbarara City leadership a grace period of 1 week to have presented and displayed the full list of verified vendors that will occupy the new Mbarara Central Market. The Minister made the remarks as he officiated at the opening of the market, as Alex Mogasha reports.
Starting with the procession from the Mbarara City Council offices through Mbarara Town, Local Government Minister Raphael Majezi opened the new Mbarara state-of-the-art Central Market. Representing Mbarara Central Market vendors, Nyombi Muhammad, the chairperson, revealed to the minister the challenges they have been facing that include ghost landlords. Robert Mugabe Kachebezi, the Mbarara City Mayor, revealed it was a tussle in relocation of the vendors before this new market. Lieutenant Colonel James Mwesije, the resident city commissioner, Mbarara City, warned against injustices in space allocations to the vendors, revealing some city leaders were engaged in corruption tendencies. Majezi approved the creation of Stalls Allocation Committee of 21 people with 14 representing vendors to revise the lists and present them to his office in 1 week. Majezi added that vendors would occupy the market for free for the first 2 months, starting from 11th April 2022. The new Mbarara Central Market sits on an acre piece of land and accommodates 1,151 vendors. It cost government 21.1 billion shillings, a loan from Africa Development Bank, and will be officially commissioned by the President at an appropriate time. Alex Mugasha, NBS, live at 9.
Thank you, Alex. Now moving on, residents of Nsambya, Chibuli, Mukwano and Mengo in Kampala could in a few months get relief from flooded roads following heavy downpours and the heavy traffic due to narrow roads leading into and outside the capital, Kampala. Now, according to the Uganda National Roads Authority, the construction works on the Kampala flyover project phase 1 are almost complete. Zahara Namuli was at the construction site and filed this report.
According to the Uganda National Roads Authority, the 3.2-kilometer project involves the construction of a modern clock tower flyover, a 4-lane Nsambya underpass, a clock tower square, 3 pedestrian bridges, expansion of part of Nsambya, Chibuli, Mukwano and Benchwanka roads, and upgrading of the drainage system around clock tower.
Currently we are at 50%. Our progress is 50% of the works. Completed all the works which require a lot of sophistication, which are underground works, the foundations and the rest of it, all of them have been completed.
Lawrence Pario, the head of bridges and structures in UNRA, told NBS upon completion the project will play a big role in reducing traffic jam in Kampala.
For mitigation of also traffic congestion, all the roads, Queensway, Mengo Hill Road, Nsambya Road and Gaba Road. All these will be widened and will have signals controlling flow of traffic efficiently.
Engineer Pario says the flyover will also come in handy.
One is we have a flyover which we are now standing on here, which will pick traffic between Queensway and Mukwano Road effortlessly without getting them on ground.
Uganda will for the first time also have an underground pass located near Nsambya traffic lights.
What we have here is the underpass component of the project. Underpass means underpass is a tunnel which will pick vehicles from the flyover, one inner lane, and take it to Mukwano Road. The outer lane will pick vehicles coming from town, going to Mukwano Road.
With flooding among the main challenges at Clock Tower, solutions have also been devised for this. According to the contracts, the project could have been completed if it wasn't for the COVID-19 interruptions.
Phase 1 of this project is expected to be completed by the end of this year. What that actually means is that the flyover and this underway terminal will be ready by the end of this year. Zahara Namuli, NBS, live at 9.
Let us now turn your attention to the process of acquiring key identification documents, which is clear under the law. However, falsification of national documents by non-citizens appears to be on the rise. And as Julius Buchana reports, analysts warn that falsification of official documents like the national identity cards, passports and land titles is not only a security threat but a key indicator of weak systems in the country.
A day after Zimbabwean national Mushigadazi Tunasi was arrested trying to apply for a passport, there is growing concern about Uganda's systems that have given non-citizens a leeway to acquire national identification systems without following the legal processes. Mushigadazi possessed a valid national ID from the National Identification and Registration Authority NIRA that he was using to process the passport. The Ministry of Internal Affairs spokesperson Simon Mundei says several people have been previously arrested on allegations of fraudulently acquiring identity documents.
This is not the first case. We have had a number of such cases. I think, I don't know, some of them we have not been parading, others but starting now, we shall, I think, because we are seeing it, these trends are increasing.
Former opposition chief whip and Kira municipality legislator Ibrahim Semujunganda says falsification is a national security threat.
Foreigners carrying Ugandan passports, they use them for all sorts of offenses, drug trafficking, money laundering. There was a time a Ugandan passport had become a very inconveniencing document. You travel through immigration, they will be scratching.
But while the laws are clear on how one can acquire these documents, there are questions about how the suspects are acquiring them and what needs to be done to curb the vice.
The law cannot implement itself. We just have to get transparent people running government departments. The moment you put in people who are hungry and are looking for money all the time, people who are greedy, they will be the ones conniving with these suspects to breach the law itself.
James Kakoza, the chairperson of Kamuche Church Zone in Kampala, says corrupt chairpersons have allowed the vice to thrive.
There are some chairmen who are corrupt. If you come with money and you ask him that, give me a letter, you go there. I wanted to get a national ID. He gave them money and they write letters.
However, Kakoza warns that local leaders ought to be inquisitive to know a foreigner, since many have learned local languages and can claim association to any tribe or clan.
There are many who are coming. But if I ask you my questions, because I know what to ask, if you see his origin is not in a straight line, you send him away, said, I'm not going to help you, I'm not going to give you.
Julius Buchana, NBS, live at 9.
Brought to you by Get insurance from ABSA. We will insure almost anything so you can focus on what matters most to you. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA.
That report brings us to the big question tonight. What should be done to curb the increasing falsification of national documents by foreigners? That is our big question tonight, and we get to hear your say. Let's take a look at what you had to say, starting with a tweet from Herbert. These foreigners have favorable tax policies than us locals. They're treated like gold. This pre-colonial tax policy should be revised, by the way.
That was on Twitter. On Facebook, Baba Sani says, employ indigenous tribes of Uganda in those offices, you will curb it.
Interesting. Moving on, we have another tweet from Moyo. Through digital innovations, thereby making it more in a digital form. That is the proposition.
And on Facebook, Don Troy Michael thinks it all goes back to poor governance which support corruption. And there's a sum of course, your comments coming in. Continue with the conversation across our social media platforms when we return. Why wildlife attacks continue to remain a big challenge in certain communities in Kasese district.
That and more coming up.
Brought to you by
Because you are the only thing that matters in my world today.
Get insurance from ABSA. We will insure almost anything so you can focus on what matters most to you. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA.
There have always been hard times, but these days are harder than most. Everyone is hurting. Everyone needs help. But some among us are asking the question, what if we didn't have to go through life's hardest moments alone? What if we were in it together? And just by asking that question, he changed my son's life. He created an online crowdfunding platform for Ugandans to help raise money for each other.
Thank you, Nixon, for helping me.
This is a story of a regular Ugandan just like you, who harnessed the power of technology to provide a solution for us. How about you tell us your story? UG needs more of you. To share your story, visit airtel.co.ug/UG needs more of you or call or SMS 162.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Angela? Yes, Mommy.
What did you wish for?
I want to be a pilot.
Want you to fly so high in the sky. And
when shall we make her have more realistic dreams?
We don't kill dreams, we build on them.
'Cause you're a star. Dreams come. Dreams come true. For me and
Mama, I thought our dreams would change. I don't want to disappoint my cousin.
These little things we do today take us one step closer.
Whether all you have is just a dream, we are ready to walk that journey with you until it's your reality. With us, you're one step closer to achieving your dream. Stanbic Bank. It can be.
With our NCBA car loan, you can also get insurance for your car for up to 1 year, and all this within a 48-hour time frame.
Hey, Daddy, we will do 12 visits to Grandma, 8 road trips with Mommy, 52 trips to see my cousins.
We know that it's not about the car, but the journeys. Get your NCBA asset finance loan approved in just 48 hours, as well as your car insurance. The name is NCBA, and the numbers that matter to you matter to us. NCBA Bank. Go for it.
Global is the app that brings you anything you want. Like some crispy chicken ewaka or chigari. Over, get all your shopping done. Need some diapers? Global is here to just say. Kati download the app or Bikwase Global.
What does it take to win gold? Ours is the result of what we put in. Only the best ingredients and only the freshest water drawn from the source. What then does it take to win 21 gold awards? A special kind of consistency. one we've observed since 1956 to deliver a distinctly Ugandan taste. That is what makes Nile special. A beer truly made of Uganda, unmatched in quality and unmatched in gold. One beer, 21 Mond Selection Quality Awards. The true Ugandan reward from the source. Alcohol isn't for sale to persons under the age of 18. Please drink responsibly.
Like every mom, you want the best for your child. You make great sacrifices so that she can have what she needs to succeed. Happy birthday. You feed her mind and nurture her body. And you understand there are times you have to let her pick herself up when she falls. You make sure she knows the joy of sharing happy moments with family. And when everything comes together, you above all others will share the taste of success with her. Blue Band tastes like mama's love.
More to come, brought to you by the Prudential Best HR Practices Survey is recognizing innovation, inclusion, learning and development, and all that embodies excellence in a workplace.
Still to come, acquiring passports becoming more stressful as the deadline for replacing old passports draws closer.
Many Ugandans had not heeded to this call ever since we started telling them that all the passports, this type of passports, are phasing out.
More to come, brought to you by the Prudential Best HR Practices Survey is recognizing innovation, inclusion, learning and development, and all that embodies excellence in a workplace.
To you who is just joining us, it is the second part of NBS Live at 9. Now you should know that acquiring a passport in Uganda is quite the process, with many applicants spending long hours queuing outside the Directorate of Immigration and Citizenship Control on Port Bell Road in Kampala. It is quite stressful. But what explains these delays, and is there hope for better services? Well, NBS Television was at the Directorate, and these are the findings.
On 4th April, Uganda will phase out the use of machine-readable passports in favor of the East African Community Electronic Passport, commonly called e-passports. This after series deadline extensions caused by lack of preparedness and the COVID-19 pandemic. The deadline comes at a time the Directorate of Immigration and Citizenship Control is battling to contain a surge in the number of passport applicants, largely fueled by the labor externalization drive. Although the Directorate introduced an online application portal, long queues have persisted, with applicants often spending days without services. Recently, reports indicated some passport printing machines had broken down, explaining the delays. But in an interview, Simon Munday, the spokesperson of the Directorate, laughed off the reports, insisting Uganda had capacity to print all requested passports and the machines were operating normally.
All our machines are working and are in good shape. We are printing passports, and it is the reason why you are seeing big lines in Chambogo as the insurance center. If the machines were broken down, you wouldn't be seeing people collecting passports.
If this is the case, then what explains the persistent delays and long queues at the Directorate?
Many Ugandans have had not heeded to this call ever since we started telling them that all the passports, this type of passports, are phasing out on the 4th. So now they are seeing the need to come and renew their passports.
As a solution, the Directorate plans to open more enrollment offices upcountry.
We have opened the passport office in Mbarara. It is also doing enrollment. We have opened another office in Mbale. also handling passport matters. We opened the office in Gulu, also handling passport matters. We are soon opening another one in Jinja and Yarua.
On the 4th April 2022, all Ugandan machine-readable passports will be invalidated regardless of indicated date of expiry. 1,500 to 2,000 passports are printed daily and distributed to the regional offices, including Kampala. However, some applicants still travel to the capital under the assumption that only passports issued in Kampala are valid. As a general rule, passports should have at least 6 months of validity when traveling internationally. Most countries will not permit a traveler to enter their country unless their traveler's passport is set to expire at least 6 months after the final day of travel. The 6-month window of expiry of all Uganda machine-readable passports ends in October 2022. Jamia Mlindwa Nwaha, Rebecca Ruzindana, NBS, Live at 9.
Now moving on, wildlife attacks have increasingly remained a big challenge in communities along the wildlife gazetted areas in Kasese district. Crocodiles, elephants and hippopotamus are just some of the wild beasts that injure and at times kill residents. Tonight, we bring you the story of a man who survived a hippo attack. Take a look.
Richard Dembe is a 38-year-old resident of Kahendero Fishing Village in Kasese district who was attacked and severely injured by a stray hippopotamus from Queen Elizabeth National Park. According to Dembe, he was attacked on his way from his mother's home a few kilometers away from his residence.
As I was coming from my mom's place, going to my home, the hippo attacked me.
Having been attacked by a wildlife animal within his own boundaries, Dembe was hoping for medical help from Uganda Wildlife Authority, but all in vain.
By the way, the family sold a lot for managing my situation here. I want to pay on the hospital and my expense I have used in the hospital.
Sister Topis Tabasemera, the senior administration officer at Kilembe Hospital, says on average 4 to 5 victims of wildlife attacks are registered every month.
We usually get such a patients like 4 or 5 in a month, and for this month we have only 1 patient.
Locals in Kahendero are decrying the regrettable situations caused by the invasion of wild animals. But despite the situations, they accuse the Uganda Wildlife Authority of not doing enough to compensate the victims.
Batugamba kimu twasalamu okubeera n'ensolo so tunazigumira
okulibwa ensolo nyola akakiribaho emirundi mingi.
According to Patrick Rushendichi, the Uganda Wildlife Authority legal officer, the compensation law is yet to be amended.
So as we speak now, the regulations have been made, and now they are before the first parliamentary council. So once the first parliamentary council does his work, the regulations will be gazetted, and that's when they will become law. So the process is ongoing.
The locals are now asking the government to think about extending security lights to major roads in the area, since the animal movements are always during the night.
Abawo bagamba nti bino ebifo byabwe bya nvubu basikirawo amasanyalaze, so envubu zinagenda okuvaayo zive nga ziraba.
Recently, Uganda Wildlife Authority embarked on electronic fencing of the parks, but this is yet to yield results. Alex Mugasha, Fahad Masereka, NBS.
From wildlife, focusing on the environment, and firewood and charcoal consumption remain one of the biggest threats to Uganda's forests, especially as the population grows and towns spring up. So various efforts to reduce particularly the use of briquettes and solar-powered cooking stoves is the next thing as we focus on sparing the environment.
Luciano Besisa is a man on a mission. Upon witnessing environmental degradation and the depletion of forest in his locality as the community searched for charcoal and firewood, Besisa and other members of his family set out to Kenya to find alternatives to biofuel use. With over 1,000 acres of planted trees in Mubende district, Besisa was forced to drop his dream of plywood production and consider industrial briquette making, since factories, big institutions and factory use a lot of firewood daily. Upon return from Kenya, Besisa set up 2.3 billion shillings briquette making factory in 2020. Unfortunately, the factory, capable of producing 60 tons of briquettes daily, only churns out 15 tons, something attributed to low uptake of the briquette by Ugandans. His clients are a few, composed of prisons and schools.
Some factories are not embracing it because of getting cheap woods like stolen wood, firewood sold to them. Many schools and prisons, they don't have these cooking stoves which are friendly with the briquettes.
Besisa wants government to compel industries and big institutions to use briquettes, which urges a 7 amount of trees cut for firewood and charcoal. The briquettes are made out of sawdust, branches, top and offcuts on trees cut for timber.
If the government can come in and support by especially stopping industries to use firewood. And a reason for that, 1 ton of 1.2 tons of my briquettes, when you go to an industry, is equivalent to 7 tons of firewood.
Besisa is one of a number of environmentalists receiving support from the UN Food and Agriculture Organization. The agency supported him receive machinery like a crusher, a carbonizer machine, and industrial briquette making machines. Elsewhere, Gomba District has partnered with FAO in a project titled Global Climate Change Alliance aimed at enrolling solar-powered cook stoves that seek to reduce the pressure on the forest resources. The project targets the youth and women. David Chintukwagarakwe, the FAO field coordinator for Masaka area, warns that without climate adaptation mechanism, Uganda will likely head for a catastrophe.
Because we know most of the trees around us have been cut down for purposes of producing charcoal, for firewood. So we are trying to restore the micro and macro watersheds.
However, uptake of the stoves is low due to the cost resulting from hardship to access materials used to make them. Each stove, depending on the size, costs between 500,000 shillings to 1.5 million shillings, hardly affordable for the rural communities. Government has several partnerships with FAO in various areas, including Marasha, Ajumani, Mubende, Gomba, Nakasongola, and Nekaseke, among others, not to only promote smart climate mechanism, but to reduce the rate of deforestation, but also save lives of rural people inhaling smoke from firewood. Richard Olwain, Alan Mwesigwa, NBS.
We always believe that you should benchmark yourself with others, and that's all the idea was, to see where does we stand in terms of those practices. That's where the whole Prudential HR survey comes in play. We, in last full year, I think adopted this culture of gratitude because of what COVID has brought, what our employees has gone through. So for us, the reward and recognition was important because we wanted to improve employee engagement as a tool to motivate our staff, to make them more and more engaged. And I strongly believe as they are more engaged, there is more innovation.
National Medical Stores is a government agency mandated to buy, store and distribute medicines and medical supplies to government health facilities in Uganda. For Ugandans that we serve, help us serve you better by taking your individual responsibility seriously. Report theft of government medicines and medical supplies to the nearest police station or to the State House Health Monitoring Unit. Do not pay for any medicines or medical supplies labeled Government of Uganda not for sale. Do all that is within your means to stop all preventable diseases including COVID-19. Continue observing the Ministry of Health standard operating procedures, SOPs, including wearing a face mask whenever you're in public spaces. Visit a designated health facility to receive your COVID-19 vaccination and a booster dose for those that are eligible. Prevention is better than cure. NMS, passionate about your life.
We have a reputation. We've heard it all. Too loud, arrogant, scammers. They made us feel small, but we're the generation of giants. No matter what they call us, never let it stop us. Step forward, keep walking.
This Easter holiday, spend some quality time with your loved ones in a special way at Lake Victoria Serena Golf Resort and Spa. We have a special Easter package just for you. Accommodation double and single includes breakfast and dinner for both adults and children. Splendid experience awaits you at Lake Victoria Serena Golf Resort and Spa this Easter.
This will take a lot of time. Mom, how did you finish so fast?
It's because Oma removes tough stains faster.
When your children get stains fast, you need a detergent that takes them out faster. Oma removes tough stains faster.
Rock Boom, now in a new bottle with the same taste and same positive energy. Available in a 320 ml PET bottle. Rock Boom, feel the positive energy.
Enjoy convenience today with Airtel Money School Pay. Dial *185#. Select option 6, school fees. Select option 2, school pay. Select option 1, pay fees. Enter student number. Enter the amount. Enter the PIN number to complete payment. Beat the back-to-school hustle today. Pay school fees conveniently using Airtel Money. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Rolex bets. Enjoy true feelings, a flood of emotions, a rush of adrenaline, the taste of victory. Are you ready? 1xBet operates under Advanced Gaming Limited and is licensed and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board. Betting is addictive and can be psychologically harmful, and it is eligible to persons above 25 years of age.
As NBS Live at 9 continues, the trading in human organs continues to be a lucrative business with a huge network across the globe, and Ugandan nationals in the labour market in the Middle East are seemingly a target. Tonight, Cuthbert Chigozi tells a story of Immaculate Kibechenga, who was on the verge of losing her organs in Saudi Arabia had the State House Anti-Corruption Unit not intervened. Take a look.
A 26-year-old Immaculate Kibechenga was trafficked to Saudi Arabia last year in September by Intercontinental Opportunities Labour Recruitment Company from a branch based in Rubirizi district. As she traveled, she was aware of what she was going to do, but the case was different for Kibechenga when she arrived in Saudi Arabia. Kibechenga says that her employer picked her cell phone and installed an organ sharing app, which informs other people using the application that the person is ready to trade their body organs. She became suspicious of the app and deleted it, a move that didn't please her employer.
We must take you in the hospital.
With luck on her side, she was able to get a good Samaritan who helped her contact her sister, Nyamwiza Florence, back home. Her sister raised the matter to the State House Anti-Corruption Unit for help.
Begin looking for me seriously.
Meanwhile, at the hospital where she was being injected with drugs in preparation for the removal of her body organs, she sounded an alarm that attracted a police officer. The medics and Immaculate's employer tried to convince the police officer that she was insane and being treated. However, the police officer ordered the cannulars to be removed and took her to the police for safe custody. The State House Anti-Corruption Unit intervened by calling the director of the company, Ali Mpungwe, to help with the investigations. The unit managed to get Immaculate's file from the company and caused her return to Uganda despite initial resistance from her employer, who had confiscated her passport. She was released and came back to Uganda on 14th March 2022 when she was very ill and needed medical attention. With extensive investigations by State House Anti-Corruption Unit on her file from the company, it was understood that her 3-month visa had expired. In addition, she didn't have a valid contract with the employer, which is an illegal act. Cuthbert Chigozi, NBS.
Let's turn to tourism. The Uganda Wildlife Education Conservation Center has urged private sector players to invest in holding exhibitions across borders if they are to benefit from foreign tourism source markets. While the idea seems feasible, sector players say this can only be achieved if priorities like professionalization and funding existing gaps are addressed. Olivia Nakalembe has more.
As part of the wider marketing strategy for the tourism sector, exhibitions play a key role in identifying prospective domestic markets, unveiling new products, and wealth redistribution in which the country loses money to other destinations. This grounds informed the Vumbula Uganda Fest.
Dubai gets over 31,000 Ugandans that go to Dubai every single year. Now, what that simply means is that we lose money to Dubai. Now, and then we keep asking ourselves, why are we poor? Because every little money we earn, we take it out.
It brings all the tourism stakeholders in one space, and of course, that is very key because we have so many, players that need to interact and find solutions to our, challenges that we keep, facing in the tourism sector.
While private sector players, including associate bodies, operators, tour guides and others, use this opportunity to showcase different tourism products, they noted gaps like neglect of cultural tourism, which has hampered their undertakings.
However, as you look at the community museums, say for some private museums, they are poorly funded because we are funding ourselves Even our coming here to exhibit has been our own effort, and we have wrote very few articles or artifacts just because of lack of money.
Whereas this platform immensely contributes to domestic tourism, the Uganda Wildlife Education Center has urged private players to spread wings into regional and global markets to drive tourism traffic.
But we have had events, like Nyege Nyege, that have surpassed the local market and gone international. In that they cross borders and market. They have colleagues or counterparts in those countries who help them promote this event further. So I would love to see the organizers of Vumbula, perhaps after 2 years, taking it across the country. So if you took this expo, let's say Vumbula, to Jinja, I would love to see the traffic being driven to Jinja.
Private players propose adequate funding, urgent professionalization, and a robust online marketing strategy if cross-border marketing is to work.
Whereby, if a destination or event is being captured, it can be uploaded and viewed online. And here, people will be able to expose and get to know about this destination in its full capacity.
Olivia Nakalembe, NBS, Live at 9.
Thank you, Olivia. Now on to legal matters. The law stipulates that no person shall be tried or charged for treason and offences against the state under Section 23 of the Penal Code Act if the time exceeds 5 years. Now, Section 28 of the Penal Code speaks of the time within which to commence prosecution. It states, no person shall be tried for an offence under Section 23 except an offence under Section 23(1)(b), 24, 25 or 27 unless the prosecution is commenced within 5 years after the commission of the offence. But the application of this law has technicalities which one has to pay keen attention to, especially on the time period to be commissioned.
Overthrow government, you want to overthrow that particular government. So it's one of the peculiar offences that has a time limit within which you should be prosecuted. So the question is, at what point did you commit the treason in trying to compute the time? And I think that's the technicality that the prosecution has to grapple with all the time.